Alrighty, folks. It's Uma Tuesday. It's Umamusume Tuesday. I had my own echo playing. I can't have that right now. Get out of my head. Alright, let me go over here. Oh yeah, I never updated my Twitch noti. I always forget to do that before I go live, and now it's too late. It's too late. They think I'm playing Crow Country right now. Uma Pyoy. Where's my game? Where is my Uma game? There's my Uma game. There's my Uma game. Alrighty. My login bonus, which is getting buffed on 22nd. I actually have a video coming out about that. Hopefully today. It shouldn't take me too long to edit. But I don't know if, well, obviously, I talked about it briefly during a previous Uma stream. But, talked about it briefly, but, they're buffing the rewards. They're buffing the amount of free currency that's in the game. And I have talked about it in my video that's coming out soon, but I can talk about it now. But let me just warm up my stream first. A rank bourbon? I do have an A rank bourbon already. It's right here. Mihono bourbon. Mihono bourbon. Actually, honestly, no. Zamile. Who's running Zamile? Oguri Kappa. I will be A-ranking the characters that I choose to play, and those characters are the ones in the thumbnail today. I think I have... Who is that? Who is that? Who's there? Okay, I want to do Pasa and I want to do Creek. Yeah, just revving up my stream. Hello, everybody. It is your host, as always, the goofy floating companion, VTuber. It's your boy, Senjo. And it's Uma Tuesday, as it always is. At least for the foreseeable future. I'm just doing my dailies to wrap things up. Or to, like, rev up those fryers. Dead. Rev up those fryers, because I'm looking for a Krabby Patty. Yeah, so the plan today, guys. I'm gonna A-rank my Umas. The Umas that I am targeting at the moment are gonna be Pasa and Creek, because right here in my Hall of Fame, as you can see, they are not. Where are they? Creek's not A-ranked yet, and then Pasa's not A-ranked either. I do want to like raise their peaks a little higher, like for Tachyon, she's barely there, so like I would like to make that a little bit better. I still can't believe we got this King Halo. This is a fire King Halo right now, at least for where I'm at. I know there could be people with filthy cards and they just get A ranks on the daily, but at least for me, I'm happy with that. I'm quite pleased, if you will. And then after we do a few careers, I might play a little bit of the CM because I casually strolled my way into the B rank finals, so might play a little bit of that. Mihonoburubo. Hold on, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's pretty much the agenda for Uma today on a nice Uma Tuesday. Just gonna be chilling basically, and you know, I'm not you know how it is around here. I want the A rank, but it'll come eventually. I'm not gonna super stress it. We're just gonna roll with the punches. Give me my money. There we go. That's what I really want. Give me my daily shop is what I want. Ooh. Yes. And then, hold on. I need those clocks. I've been using clocks again. Not good, not good. I've been getting freaking broke out here with the clocks, man. Bow, bow. Let me see. So is her legend race still up? Oh yeah, McQueen's legend race is up. Yeah, I'm gonna do all this stuff right now just to kind of chill and, like I said, rev up. I need my little rev up. I'm like an old car. I make this reference every time, but like an old car, I need to rev up. We'll be getting to the careers here pretty soon. And we will play a little bit of CM. We'll play a little bit. Since I did manage to sneak my way into a final. I say sneak because, like, you know, if anyone's watched this stream enough times, you know I don't really care for PvP. So I literally just tossed in, like, whatever Umas I thought would be good that I had from my roster. And it kind of worked out. It kind of worked out. This King Halo I got, what was it? This King Halo I got last week, and then literally this King Halo like carried me for a little bit of the PvP stuff. And I wasn't even really trying to build her for the champions meet. I just wanted an A rank King Halo. And lo and behold, I was blessed. I'm just getting these legend I'm just grabbing these legend tokens real quick. Tell him, King. Tell him, King. Call me King. Hey, I just met you, but this is crazy. So here's my number. So call me King. Oh, wait. Whatever. She's gonna get first. Yeah, it's fine. Let's wrap that up. Ooh, there's my daily sale, baby. That's insane. That they dropped another Majuro star piece. I think she's almost... Oh my god, wait a minute. I think she's very close. I think you need 300, right? If I'm not mistaken, you need 300. I forgot to end my daily sale. You freaking goober, end the daily sale right now, man. Where is it? How do you see this? You see this right here. How close is she? That's pretty good. Do I have another day? Is there one more legend race for McQueen? The 14th? Oh, wait, no. The 17th tomorrow. Oh, this is the last day. Damn it. Oh, well. That's business. I could have a 5-star McQueen if I spend all my chess pieces, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to. That's a kind of a... That's a tough prospect. All right, but let's get started with the careers here. Like I mentioned, it's A rank season. I just got to get all my Umas that I own in my stable to A rank. Last time we tried Special Week, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. She gives me the most trouble of all time. So you can kind of infer here. Literally looking at the Hall of Fame here, you can infer how much trouble she gives me because each of these B ranks, or each of these B plus ranks, were attained like months apart from each other. And, you know, just with this information alone, you wouldn't be able to tell. But then, you hit up the archive. You hit up the archive, you hit up the trainer notes. And then you see that I have 48 Special Week careers, and then you understand that most of my Special Week careers end in tragedy. I would like to play Special Week again, I'm not gonna lie, but I think we'll save that for another time because I don't know what it is. Her career gives me a lot of trouble. I get to the Ura finale and it all crumbles. It's crazy. It'd be like a solid good run too with like super sick stats and then she just crumbles at the very end. Look, I mean none of these crumbled at the very end, but this is 3 out of 48, so if that gives you any indication on how much Special Week troubles me, it's a lot. It's a lot. I did want to do Teo today too, but we'll probably save that for last. I think I've only done straight up like 5 Teo runs, right? I haven't done that many. 4! Damn. Crazy, man. Crazy. The difference in the protagonist is insane right now. Special Week gives me so much grief. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Actually, we'll do this later. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. I wanted to play Creek. And I wanted to play Pasa. So Pasa, you know, pretty close. We're only 400 points off. Not too shabby. And then for Creek, I never really played a lot of Creek after I had like a little phase with Creek. Yeah, I had like a little phase and I just didn't play much Super Creek from then, so... How many runs have I put in with each of these? I'm curious. Where's Creek? Well, she's not even at Bond 8, so probably not that many. 12, and then... El Condor Pasa? Where is she? How many runs with El Condor Pasa? 6? That's crazy. I thought it would be more. I thought it'd be more considering she has almost a million, or Bond 7. Alright, whatever. Whatever ever. Whatever ever. Alright, y'all, let's get this started. I think I want to do Creek first. Yeah, let's play some Creek first. Just because apparently her career has stumped me more. I play 6 times with El Condor Pasa and it always goes well. So let's try. Let's do Super Creek because apparently this will be more. This will be a little bit more difficult, based on my record. That is. All right, so she's got 10% up on stamina and that's pretty much it. Dude, this is giving me PTSD, bro. This growth rate, because it's exactly like Special Weeks, like damn near, just reversed. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting PTSD from 48 Special Week runs. Ooh. Oh no. Alright, let's see. Well, she starts with pretty low speed and power. We could just play pace. Unless I can get my late to an A through legacies. But I wouldn't mind just playing pace. Oh, I can get my late to an A. That does sound enticing. Well, in that case, In that case, I should grab a I should look for power sparks if I can. Bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. I need one. Am I gonna grab a guest? I might grab a guest. Cool with that. And then let's see for some speed. I honestly just need like a filthy amount of speed. An exorbitant amount of speed. I think Gold Ship is supplying right now. I think Gold Ship is supplying the boosters. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I mean, McQueen's supplying the boosters too, honestly. I would like a little bit more than that, though. Air Groove? She be grooving? Ah, she be grooving. Yeah, she be grooving. Let's go. Alright. So I can switch up the monotony of using McQueen all the time as my legacy. Alright, let's see. So we're starting with this stat line. Pretty balanced. But then she has 10% up on the stamina. She runs mediums and longs exclusively. Wolfang, Air Groove, feeling groovy today. Always groovy. Always groovy. Medium long. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've been sleeping like garbage lately, and it's all my fault too, because I do feel tired, but then for some reason I force myself to stay up. And it's not even for some reason, I know why. I was playing Uma last night. That's the reason why. Oh god. Let's see. Trying to think. I think 3-3 is fine. I think I'd be down with a little 3-3. I would want her to late surge though. To be honest with myself, I would want her to late surge instead of playing pace at this point, so always gotta grab Aishin Flash. Yeah, I think 3-3 would be pretty okay. I was thinking 3-2-1, but now, actually, let's do 4-2. Let's do 4-2. Let's keep it classy. Let's grab you. Let's get a creek from the borrow. I know I got one in here. Oh, I just saw it. I just saw it. Oh, you can't use creek with creek. Oops. Okay, hold on. Then we're gonna grab Manhattan. This should be fine. Forgot about that. Forgot about the freaking claws, bro. You can't use your leader card and their freaking. I don't know. I was making like a Yu-Gi-Oh or like One Piece trading card game reference, but I dropped the ball, man. I dropped the ball. Oops. I clicked that without even thinking. That probably wasn't the best idea. Well, you know what? I got rewarded for my goofiness with 4 friendships. Oh my god, back to back, baby. This might be a killer creek right now. This might be a killer creek right now. Alright, not so much back to back this time. So we'll take the well, it starts off with a medium, right? Yeah. So she's gonna need the stamina pretty much right away. So this is fine. Yeah, guys, agenda for today. I'm just A-ranking Umas, big chillin', you know what it is. And then I will be playing a little bit of CM. I know. If you've been here long enough, you know that I'm not really a fan of PvP in Umamusume. You know, I like skill expression in my PvP, and you know, you could just pay for your skills in this game, so it's like not like, you know, because I come from shooters, I come from like RTSs, I come from fighting games. But I did sneak my way into B. I know it's easy to sneak your way into B, but I snuck my way in there with Umas that I didn't really specifically train, you know? I just tossed in some Umas that I thought would be good for long, and it worked out. So let's see where we end up for this finals that's happening. But we'll be doing that after a few careers. That is not the main story that is happening today. The main story of today is, do I get an A rank Super Creek? And do I get an A rank El Condor Pasa? I would like both. That would be quite sick. I have seen Super Creek's Kunoichi ult. That's actually fire. I saw an animation for it. I saw the animation for it and I thought that is heat. Because they went the extra mile. They went the extra mile with the animation. They did not need to freaking have her do jutsus like that. Alright, this is a tough choice. I could get Cafe close to Rainbow and Director. Or I grab myself an Asian Flash Hint because we are trying to late surge. Nah, I'm not. I wouldn't say all that, Wolfgang. I'm not really a Super Creek fan like that. I like all the Umas, but I like McQueen and Ogre more. Now I will say, the Naruto fan in me, the honest to God, the real reason I want the real reason the Kunoichi skin is talking to me is because I'm a Naruto guy. Grew up watching Naruto. Throwing out the jutsu hand signs, bro. That just spoke to me. So I would want the Kunoichi ult, but honestly, this is gonna like dive into territories that I kind of didn't want to dive into. But I don't like costumes. I'd rather just have different Umas. I hate that they went the costumes route in this game. I would much rather just have a multitude of different characters rather than costumes. Our speed and power are a little low, but is this a good time? Is this a good time for guts? It could be. There's three friends. There's 2 plus director. I mean, it's not bad. 2 plus director is nice. I don't really want whatever Sweet Tosho's selling, so yeah, let's do it. That looked like my best option. I'm hoping one of these is stamina. I'll take wit. We were low on wit. I'll take some free wit. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I do want to take this early because our speed's a little low. And it's already 30% off, so that's kind of a bargain. That's kind of a bargain. She doesn't have a real ult, or she doesn't have a speed ult. She has a stamina ult, so... Oh, she is not... Wait, why? Oh, I didn't take McQueen. Oh, that sucks. Okay, in that case, we'll just be running the pace. Oops. That's unfortunate. You're super excited for Hishi this Thursday? Same Naruto is great. Hishi. Oh yeah, Hishi. I've kind of like written off September. I was not really going to roll for September. Speaking of rolling though, I'm going to talk about this in a future video that should be coming out today. But I could talk about it on stream, obviously, because I haven't really gone into detail. But pretty sure most people here know that they have announced. Hold on. She's pace chasing, and she doesn't have a lot of speed, so she might lose. Oh! Very good. Okay. We are in desperate need of speed. A need for speed. Underground. Excuse me. But yeah, they announced that they're doing a little bit of quality of life with the rewards. Not specifically carrots, but the rewards. Carrots are part of the rewards, so it kind of does fall into the topic of like Hishi a little bit, because you do need some carrots. But they did announce. Ooh. I do feel like I have to take power because I only have 2 stamina cards and they're both right here. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. But yeah, they announced in the in-game events, and then on the actually, it's actually funny. They didn't announce it in their Twitter at all. They only announced it on the in-game events, but we're getting some increases to rewards from various things like team trials, what's the other thing? Team trials, club, daily login, and daily missions. And you know, the number one thing people are interested in is like the carrot count, the carrot count getting possibly increased that we get naturally, which is super sick. Because I actually have some sticky notes right here talking about the amount that you get. I had to do all this math for the video that should be coming out today, by the way. But to kind of shortly summarize what I talked about in the video, I was basically talking about like, basically for those of you guys that don't know, the way Umamusume works right now with the math is when you play this game for a week and you log in every day for a week, you get 90 carrots that from your daily login. Where is this? Why does it say 300 total? Daily login. Is that 30 times 7? I gotta bring out my friend Cal. So real quick, let me talk about this, because I mean, I am going to talk about it in the video, but I kind of want to talk about it now because I think it's an interesting thing, since they are adjusting the rewards. So, you know, they're adjusting the daily missions, like what you get from here, the friend points, the support points, and then they're adjusting the daily login, which, you know, sadly you can't see. You can only see it once when you log in, but basically, the only way you can generate carrots in this game, aside from events, which is not consistent because there's not an event every day, there's not a CM every day, you know. So the only consistent generation of carrots you get every day is this. Technically, it's this. Even the daily login doesn't count. You technically only get 30 carrots a day if you're not lucky from getting them during your career and stuff. So if you do 30 times 7, theoretically, if you log in every day and you grab these every day a week, you get 210 carrots just from your daily missions. And then the daily login is 90 as it stands right now. So that's 300 total a week, which means if every month is roughly 4 weeks, It's 300 times 4. So the carrot count you get is 1,200. And since they are adjusting these, they are increasing the amount of carrots we get. Or, well, okay. They didn't specifically say carrots. They specifically said rewards. So, but obviously people are hoping that the carrot count gets increased. Oh yeah, I should include team trials too in this discussion because team trials is technically also getting affected. Not technically, it is getting affected. So when I made this when I make this video, or when I made the video, which should be coming out today, hashtag ad for my own video, I talked about the retention, because the realistic thing that would get affected from the hotfix that's happening with the rewards, the realistic thing that would get affected is most likely retention, because promotion is something that you can get affected by a lot if you like flip-flop between 5 and 6, but the majority of the player base should be able to make it to 5 if they actually play. So the thing I did for my math was I took into account class 5 retention. And you get 150 a week from this. So this adds on to the weekly. So this is technically what you would consider a weekly instead of a daily in other gachas, but you know, they gave it a fancy name like team trials instead of just calling it a weekly, but you know, whatever. So if you do these every week for a month, we'll assume in our math here, every month is just 4 weeks, solid 4 weeks. You get 600 a month from team trials. So total what you get from Uma as it stands right now, before the hotfix comes out on the 22nd, the total you get is 1,800. So let me, there's got to be a better way to do this, actually. Actually, I could just show you my sticky notes. I could just show you my sticky notes, and that'd be way easier. So yeah, I have the math right here that I did for the video. It's a little small. I don't know how to make it bigger if I wanted to. Make it bold, I guess. Is there a way to zoom this in? I don't think there is, right? I guess not. But yeah, so this is what you get. This is what you get as it stands right now. And so obviously, since they're increasing the rewards, and you know, they are mentioning team trials. They are mentioning team trials in the hotfix. The only thing here in team trials in the hotfix is carrots and friendship points. Now, it would be crazy if they only up the friendship points, but I don't think they're going to do that because of the accelerated schedule. Anyways, the whole reason the video idea even came up, which again, I'm going to keep promoting it. Video's coming out sometime today, where I talk about this in more detail, is because the whole reason I even talked about this is because the accelerated schedule is making things really hard for everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a PvP tryhard, a super casual player. The accelerated schedule makes things a lot more difficult for people. So, but they know that because they're making a hotfix to begin with. So, I just kind of wanted to briefly talk about it on stream since I might as well. You need 30k for pity. Yeah, but the goal is not to reach pity. In my mind, in my head. Because, well, I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. But pity should not... I mean, pity should be your goal, but like realistically, I'm speaking about this from a casual perspective. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. A casual player is not saving 30k carrots for one character or one banner. You shouldn't. That's not fun. Like, that completely eliminates the fun factor from the game. So a casual player is not doing that. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. if you are actively saving that much for one character, you're no longer a casual player. Because you're doing that much for one specific thing. Where it's like, realistically, most people would kind of want to roll for everything if they could. And they won't hold that long, because like, holding that long means you're not actively engaging with like an essential piece of the gacha game experience, which is the gacha. I don't want to get too much in detail because the video covers all this like way more like detail and less like ranting. But essentially, this is my prediction right here. So this is my prediction for what we're gonna get right here in these notes. Is the math that I did in the video. So let's go back to the team trials, just because this is the thing that we can see. So in my head, what they do for team trials is they turn 250 into class 5. So class 5 turns into 250 and class 6 maybe turns into like 400, just to reward those who can stay in class 6. Because I mean, it's pretty hard to stay in class 6 unless you're like unless you saved like for all your cards, you know. I didn't save for cards because I didn't want to. I'm not like that kind of like, pretty happy where I am. Like when it comes, if we're talking about Uma, like I'm not really trying and I'm not complaining that I'm not in class 6. So I'm fine being in 5. And since in my head, they probably would change 5 to 250. This suddenly turns your math. Hold on, let me get the other sticky note so we can compare. So remember, this is the team trials math right here that's highlighted. If they change even just class 5 to 250, instead of 600 a month from team trials, you get 1,000 a month from team trials. So that's pretty good. And then let's go back to remember, all of this is only happening because of the accelerated schedule. This would not be happening if the schedule was not being accelerated, because the rewards that are currently in the game are not matching the banners that are being released. So this is like a global unique issue. And, you know, it didn't affect the JP server. So again, I didn't play the JP server, so I can't, I can only, any mention of the JP server is kind of all hearsay. I don't have, what is it? I don't have, I have to just go off of what people have told me about the JP server, so it is what it is. Let me bring back the sticky notes here. All right, so we were just here. Actually, you guys could see it, so I'm gonna actually get rid of one of these. Damn it, I got rid of both of them. Son of a gun. All right, so like I mentioned, the daily login does not come in every day. Like carrots is not the only thing on the daily login, right? So the only reliable source of carrots that are in the game is this 30 pack. So like I showed with the math before, this is 30 times 7, so it's 210. It's 210 a week. If you get your dailies done every day, you know, 30 a piece every day, it's 210 for 7 days. Now, if they just up this, so let's say, in theory, you know, because it's all theory, I don't know what's actually going to happen, but in theory, let's say they up this by 20 each, or, wait. I forgot what math I did in the video, what theory I did. Was it plus 20? That's right. Let's say they did plus 10 to each. Wait. Yeah, that is what I did. That is what I did. Okay. So people joke and they say, what if they only up it by 5 or 10? I'm going to be honest, 5 or 10 is a lot in the long run. Obviously, people want more. I'm not making fun of the fact that people do want more, but 5 or 10 is a lot in the long run. So let's say they up this by 10 on each. Completing a career turns into 20. You know, follow along here. Hold on. Completing a career turns into 20, and this turns into 30. So actually, let me turn this into plus 10 on each daily. On each daily mission. Remember, in our heads, this is now 20 and this is now 30. That becomes 50 a day, or that becomes 50 a day. It costs 150 for one pull. That means in a span of a week, you get 2 pulls. And so like, what is it? You get, each week, you get, each week you get 2.5 pulls. If 150 is equal to 1, so here we go, hold on. This is all like math, which is why like 150 is equal to 1. And then you have to do like 350 divided by 2 to get like the correct math. I'm just kind of like summarizing it because I'm not really good at math, but yeah, each week you get like 2.2, 2.1 pulls because 350, you know, as you know, 150 times 2 is 300, and then 350 is a little bit extra change. And remember, this is all theoretical. I don't know if they're going to increase it this much, but I would like to see them increase it this much because that would be nice. And so like for just dailies alone, just completing your dailies every 7 days, you get like 2.1 pulls. And then in addition, obviously, we talk about team trials like we mentioned. So you add the team trials from that, and then you add in the daily logins. I can't show you the daily logins because actually I could. Hold on. Let me go through the effort to show you the daily logins so we can complete this mathematical equation. Do I know the champion meet's normal schedule? I do not because I have not played the JP server, but I'm not including champions meet when it comes to this. Because what's getting increased is not champions meet, and champions meet is not consistent. What I mean by consistent is that people's results will vary. So you can't rely on champions meet for an equation like this. You have to rely on what you can actually, of what every player can actually get. So I'm not valuing that. I'm not even valuing team trials at the highest rank. I'm not valuing class 6. I'm valuing class 5 because I think most players can get to class 5. If like you actually play. Like if you're like super casual and don't play, you probably can't make it to class 5, but like if people are actually actively playing and like even like actively playing casually, I think they can make it to class 5. So I'm not adding team trials to the equation. I'm not adding events to the equation because those are not consistent sources of carrot income. And again, like I mentioned, this is all in a video that I'm releasing later today. I did this in a much more organized format. I just wanted to also do it on stream. For those that are here, they get a little sneak peek of a lot of the stuff that I was talking about in the video. But let me bring up like an old screenshot of my daily login, so that way you guys can see. Ignore my voice, ignore my voice, ignore my voice. Uma was in my stable. All have it leave them together. My stable. Mute me, mute me, mute me, mute me. Mute myself. Okay. So here we go. Let me bring this up on the screen for you guys. All right, ignore me in the box. You know, I'm the one right here, the real one, so on the corner. But as you can see right here, this is what the daily login looks like right now. And let me bring back my notes. Bring back my sticky notes right here. Okay, Okay, so we're going to focus on the yellow right now. But see, as you can see with the daily login, if we're only talking about carrots, remember, they're not specifically only targeting carrots here. So there is a chance that carrots don't get too affected, but I really doubt it. I really doubt it. But as you can see right now, what you get from the daily login is it's 20 plus 20 plus 20. That's 60 plus 50. That's 90. So, oh, wait, math? Wait, 60, 50. Wait, did I do this math wrong? Dude, I was doing a lot. Wait, that's 110. 60. Oh my God, I did this math wrong. Oh no. Wait, I did this math. Oh no. Do I have to Oh. I'm not good at math. It's 110. Why did I think it was 90? What was I doing? Dude. All right. Anyways, they're still getting a... Hold on. The theory still counts. Okay? The theory still counts. The math is all wrong, but the theory still counts because it's getting adjusted. Anyways, so it's 110, right? But this is 110 per week. So let me freaking fix that real quick. 110. So this is actually... Oh my God. All right, now I have to refilm that. Oh my God, what's up, Cal? This is my boy Cal right here. So that's, what is it? That's 320. So then it's 320 times 4. Let's just use 4. 320 times 4, so it is 12. Dude, I had the math right the first time. I re-recorded this and I thought I had my math wrong. Oh my God. So it's 1280 plus 600. This is the second version of the sticky notes. God damn it. Okay, anyways, whatever. The point still stands because this amount total a month is garbage, by the way. Comparing it to another gacha game, this amount is garbage. Especially, actually, hold on. Let me be fair. Let me be fair to side games. Let me be a little bit fair. This amount would be good if we weren't being accelerated schedule. Again, the main purpose of the video that's coming out today is the accelerated schedule is the main issue. That's the true honest problem here, is that the accelerated schedule is affecting everybody negatively, even like the tryhards, the casuals, it doesn't matter. It's affecting everybody in a bad way. So anyways, let me fix my math here. It is a little off, sadly. Maybe you just need to accelerate your skill. Accelerate these nuts, Alpaca. Accelerate these freaking nuts, bro. Wait, so 30 times 3 is 9. Wait. 30 times 3 is 90, right? Yeah, 30 times 3 is 90. Plus 60, that equals 1. Okay. All right, so this still stands. So like, okay, you log in every day. You log in every day as it stands right now. This is the current. The gold is the current. You log in every day right now as it stands, as we see with the daily login, right? You can log in for 7 days. And I have to change this. This is 320. You log in every day for 7 days. You do everything you can for 7 days, and you only get 320 a week. And again, just from dailies alone, this is not even a pull. This is not even a pull, right? You need to combine team trials and get to class 5 to even barely get a pull a month, as it stands right now. So again, going back to the math on the drawing board here, and remember, this is only an issue because we're getting accelerated. Going back to the math on the drawing board here, I was saying they up these by plus 10. Realistically, that's probably what would happen. Like, I know I'm probably lowballing, and you know, I would love to see the numbers be higher, but if they just up these by 10, the carrots, that's one pull every week. And again, like I mentioned, in addition to the let's go back to Uma here. In addition to upping these right here by 10 each, so this turns it 20, this turns it to 30. you get 2 pulls a week just from the dailies alone. So that's 3 pulls, or 3.2, 3.3-ish pulls, like a week. Let me go back over here. Remember, because 150 is equal to 1 in this like equation, which I realize now I probably have to go back to the goddamn video and re-record everything. Maybe the video's not coming out today. I don't know. Maybe I need to turn what I'm doing right now into the video. Maybe that's the issue. God damn it. God frickin' damn it. Anyways, sorry. So with the new changes that I'm like kind of the JP version gets 50 carats in daily mission just because. Oh, that's actually interesting information. That's pretty big. So we're getting what they're getting. Oh wow. All right, anyways, so let's move on from this. This is what we have currently. Remember, 1880 a total, which is pretty bad. And then this turns into, hopefully, maybe even better than this, but I'm being a little conservative here, all right? Because again, it's a gacha game. They want you. The end game is they do want you to spend money, but I'm being a little conservative here. Maybe they up it a little bit more. But remember, daily login plus 10, daily mission plus 10. That altogether means you get 500 carats a week. Wait. Yeah, you get 500 carats a week from dailies. Technically 2,000 carats a month from dailies, upping it from the 1280. Remember, this is all theory. Again, I don't know how they're actually going to change the numbers, but I'm hoping it's somewhere close to this. And then obviously we talked about the, let's go back to the team trials. We talked about the retention. Retention only, by the way, guys. I'm ignoring promotion because promotion depends on your, like you're not getting promotion more than once, like especially if you can only maintain class 5 or you can only maintain class 6, you're not getting promotion. I'm ignoring first promotion because that doesn't matter because it's a one-time reward. I'm also ignoring demotion in this case. We're only talking about retention because retention is realistically what most players are going to be doing if they're actually playing the game. Excuse me, let me drink some water. So remember, right here, this is our team trials. Let me actually like label it. So remember, if class 5 turns into 250, and then I have a 400 in brackets here. Yeah, JP's not being affected by accelerated schedule, I know. But what I mean, but it's important to note what happens on the JP side because we're in a unique situation, and the only basis that they have, the only reason we're being accelerated, you have to also, it does matter a little bit. Because you have to ask yourself, why are we being accelerated in the first place? Is it to catch up to JP? So we can do what? You know? Like, why are we catching up to JP? What's the point? Because in my head, this is like off topic from the carrots, but like in my head, there is zero reason to even accelerate us in the first place. I'd even take it a step further and say there's zero reason for us to be following the same schedule as them at all. Actually, honest to God, I think we should be on a completely different schedule from JP. They should just release. They should completely shuffle the deck. Make all the events random. Make all the events. Make all the banners random. Just give us no clue of what's coming up next. Personally, and I think that would fix a lot of problems. I really do. No one knows what character's coming up. No one knows what support card is coming up. So you know what that does? That affects PvP. That makes it so PvP is more it increases the fun of PvP because people don't prepare for a CM that's 6 months away from now. Because that's literally what people are doing right now. I'm exaggerating a little bit. The 6 months part, I am exaggerating. But people literally are preparing for CMs that aren't even out yet. Like, they're 2 months away. So I think they should really shuffle it, personally. But it's a personal matter. That's just what I believe. And to bring it back to the accelerated schedule discussion is like, again, why are we being accelerated in the first place? Why are like there seems to be no good reason. Because if their reason is to catch us up to JP so we could PvP with them, that's bad. Because that makes the money gap even worse. Because the people who are on the accelerated schedule right now are always going to be behind. The JP players. Because the JP players, on one hand, they didn't get the accelerated schedule, meaning they had more time to stack up carrots, and the pacing is just better. Pacing is a big thing here in my discussion. Pacing is everything, guys. Like, you can feel that the pacing's off right now. That's the whole reason they're hotfixing the rewards, is like, it doesn't matter if you don't care. You can feel that there's something off of the pacing, you know? So it's like, JP didn't have the problem with that pacing. So the people who, if remember again, why are we being accelerated in the first place? If the end goal is to put us in the JP server and make it like one big server, that's bad. I can't understand why they would want to do that, aside from like saving money on like, you know, server costs. So you doubt will be combined. Exactly. So again, the question becomes, what is the purpose of the accelerated schedule? I can see no other purpose. And let's get the cynical answer out of the way. Obviously, it's to create FOMO and make money. I understand that. But there comes a point where this is going to happen. And I've said this multiple times on the stream. So you're going to come here, right? You're going to come here, you're going to roll on whatever banner you want. You know, you could be a tryhard, grab your cards. You could be a tryhard, get your meta Uma, Sayun Sky. It doesn't matter who you are. Or you could be a casual. You could be a casual trying to roll, and your trainer exchange points suddenly say 160. You just didn't hit. You saved up all those carrots for months and months and months, and you just didn't hit, right? And then boom, you're going to feel like you have to click this button. And you'll do it. You'll click this button because you're so close to pity. Right? And this becomes the human psychology part, where it's like, you'll do it this first time. You'll see 160 right here and you'll do it this first time. But imagine that happens to you twice. Imagine that happens to you 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row, 5 times in a row. You're going to get pissed off. I'm serious. You're going to get mad, and you're going to be bitter about it, and you're going to quit. That's like literally not that has nothing to do with like gameplay, personal enjoyment. At some point, if you feel forced to do something, especially for a video game, this is not your job, you know. It's not your job. It's not something you do for, you're not getting paid for this. You know, you're losing money doing this if you think about it. If you have to click carrots to get pity, at some point you're gonna stop. You are. You like, that's just like, that's human nature. Like, you don't need to be a psychologist to understand that, like, if you feel forced to do something in a game, you know, this is a game. It's not, you know, again, it's not your job. If you feel forced to do this just to get whatever you want here, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad, and eventually that anger is gonna build up, and you're gonna stop playing. So that brings me back to the point where it's like, yeah, the accelerated schedule is there to make money, but at some point, if you piss off your fan base enough, you're gonna make them leave. You're gonna make them leave. That's like they'll do it once or twice, but like, if you make people feel like they have to click purchase carrots, they're not gonna want to. At some point, they're gonna stop. So it becomes a point where it's like, you have to please your audience too. I get it, gachas are here to make money, but you have to make them care somehow. And, you know, again, they're doing the hotfix, which is a step in the right direction. I believe the hotfix is a good step in the right direction, so... Let me catch up. Not only that, but even if people know the track hasn't changed, you may not have access to the same skills in Umas. Oh yeah, that was a little thing we mentioned. The only reason for us to be accelerated is to have global in the same release schedule for the purpose of hype around new characters. Right now, people are saving a long time in order to snipe certain characters, so there's more envy of the other server than hype about what's coming out. See, again, but like you're not seeing it from the casual's perspective. You're only really seeing it from like a try-hard, sweaty gacha gamer. And yeah, the person that saves 30k, they're try-hard and sweaty. Because if you're saving that much, you have a lot of resilience, and that's not like the casual player's perspective. Because like, look at it. Let me be honest with you guys here. This game is not meant to be played. Like, I play it a lot, but even the amount that I play it is not as much as some of these other people that like grind hard for these really meta characters or whatever. It's a gacha game. Realistically, you were supposed to play this casually, and I'm pretty sure that's what their intention was when they first released it in JP. Because again, the community makes this game a try-hard game, and it's ultimately, some fault does lie with the player base. Because think about it, guys. When it first came out in Japan, no one knew that Kita was the best card. Like, seriously. Like, you guys have to look at it from the very beginning. When a game first comes out, no one knows what's good. No one knows what's strong. No one, like, people join this CM with no efficiency at all. All this efficiency was written down years ago when people made the mistakes. So that way future players wouldn't make the same mistakes like us. But because that's the ecosystem that the game exists in, it creates this problem that like people start to treat this game like they start to not have fun because the way they play is not the way... Yeah, you'll play as you please. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling anybody to play how they want. Let me make that clear. I believe you should play how you want. But the game's... You have to also acknowledge that the game is actively against you at some point. Which does exist, by the way. That does exist in a lot of different genres, not just this genre. I'm not telling people to play casual, I'm not telling people to play try-hard. But what I am saying is, you know, there is a reason there's a frickin' time gap stopping you from playing. And maybe it's, you know, maybe it's because they want you to spend money. Yeah, you know, cynical answer. Cynical answer. Put your money in so you could keep playing, blah blah blah. But I believe that's also there because it's in essence a casual game, and it's not like a try-hard PvP experience. And again, you know, my own personal beliefs about the PvP is just like, you know, I don't believe in sweating in a game where you could just click this button and, you know, make things easier. Like, that's not skill, you know. Anyways, we're going like really off topic. I'm like super ranting. So let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. So bringing it back to like the hotfix and the accelerated schedule, because again, I think a lot of the problems stem from the accelerated schedule. You just have to ask yourself why. Why are we even being accelerated in the first place? And I don't really like any of your answers. Like, I don't like any of the people's answers. Like, is it to create hype for new characters? Is it to bring us closer to the new characters? Because it's like, at the end of the day, you're still going to be forced to click this button. Now again, luckily the hotfix is happening, so we're gonna actually get more free carrots over time. Like we were talking about with the mats. Let me go back over here. Let me bring up my notepad. Like if we even get close to this math that I made, this is like really conservative math for the hotfix change that's happening on the 22nd. This would turn every month into 2 pulls, or I'm sorry, into 20 pulls. You get 20 pulls a month. Because remember, because 3,000 is equal to 210 pulls. So it's like this. I think that would be great. Because you know what, like, comparison is the thief of joy. I always say this, and I don't like to compare this game to other gachas because, you know, they are fundamentally different. But I play another gacha game called ZZZ, and ZZZ is way more generous in this game. And that's not the point. The point is like not to compare the generosity, but it does come to a point where it's like when your competitor is more generous than you, it does make the other game more enticing. I don't think people would necessarily quit. I don't think the people would necessarily quit Uma, but I think people will always look at other gachas and be like, wow, this game is definitely not as generous as the other one. It's going to create that emotion of bitterness, like I mentioned, and people will we'll leave this game bitter. And why do I care so much about that? It's because ultimately I think I do care about Umamusume. Like, maybe not so much for the game, if I'm gonna be honest, but I like the shows, I like the anime, I like the extended media, you know, I like all the other stuff they do with this like franchise. And obviously if the game does well, then the other stuff will do well. So like ultimately that's why I'm like kind of like passionate and about this topic, is because if the game does well, the rest of the stuff will do well. So it's like a nice circle of life, if you will. So remember, my ultimate goal is like, I hope people don't feel like they have to click this button. I hope people don't feel like they get to 160 pity and they like they feel like they have to click purchase carrots. Because again, what I mentioned, it's literally just like basic human nature and like psychology. You don't even have to be a licensed professional to realize that like at some point, if you feel like you have to click this button in a video game, the purchase button, like remember, have is the word here. If you want to, more power to you. But if you feel like you have to, that's bad. That will create the bitterness and that'll eventually make people quit. And that is the road we were going to go down, by the way. I fully believe if they didn't make this hotfix change, or if the hotfix change is not good, I feel like people will have quit by like honestly next month. Maybe even by like December. But luckily the hotfix is the hotfix is coming, so that's a good start. That's a good start. And I say start because I don't know what they're actually going to change. Remember, this is all theory. Everything I wrote in my notepad is theory. It might not be exactly what they change. So, but it's a good step in the right direction. All right, let me catch up on what you guys have been saying, because now I'm sad because I have to re-record that video because my math was wrong. My math was completely wrong when I recorded the video. Anyways, everything I just talked about was going to be in a video that should come out today. I'm bad at doing videos. I like doing videos, but I'm bad at doing videos. I had to re-record the video like 5 times. So, yeah. Well, let me catch up on what you guys are saying. Whenever the character you're waiting for comes out, there will be another new character. On the other server, you rather have even the accelerated schedule. You saved 10k carrots the past few weeks to pull for Christmas Ogre, but you gave in and got Sane and you didn't even get her? Yeah, it feels bad. I mean, it's part of the game though, right? You're completely in my camp. Saving is not the intended interaction. If it were, they'd announce new characters 6 months in advance for JP. Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. Like for the general player base, most people will not save, and I don't encourage them to. You're literally not interacting with one piece of the game for like months at a time. It's not called a game, it's called a gacha game, you know? Like, part of the fun is rolling. It's like still meant to be like a fun thing to do, because not to be cynic, not to be like dark here, but you know, it is basically gambling, and gambling is fun. So you feel as if the hotfix should count. That's a whole like another topic for a different time, but you know, on like the morality of a gacha game. But you know, the truth is, you know, gacha games are fun for that reason too, besides the game part. You feel like the hotfix should count retroactively? Yeah, I agree, but it probably won't, as all games like these are, any that generally has any kind of roll for stuff mechanic. Imagine the goodwill if they give even half of what the bonus carrots would have been from day one to every account. That would be awesome. I would be really happy, but I don't know. We'll see. What Six-Tailed said is correct. Many other gacha games do accelerated for the same reason. Gacha games earn a bulk. I mean, yeah, that's the cynical answer. But like but you know, I think you maybe missed what I talked about in the beginning. And maybe you didn't, but I'm gonna refer to it again as like, you can't create bad will with your fans, even if your end game goal is to make money, because eventually those people that you created bad will with will stop spending money. There will always be like dedicated sweats, and this is for every game. I'll call them sweats for every game. There will be like these dedicated players that'll always stick around, and they will like provide income, but like, you ideally, from a business standpoint, you ideally would want as many like casual players as possible, because they will, you know, they will add the extra income because they don't sweat as hard, they don't save their money, you know. So and again, it's all about like that forcing feeling. If you feel forced to click the purchase carrots, you're going to stop clicking it. You're going to stop clicking it and you're going to leave. I don't know. I come from ZZZ and they give you a lot of free carrots. They're extremely generous in ZZZ. So I can see how, because I did the math in the video to compare it with Uma, and ZZZ is a lot different of a game. They have events constantly. Like, they have events that last the entire patch. So every patch there's like an extra bonus, like 20 or 30 pulls in ZZZ, whereas in Uma that just doesn't exist unless you like play CM, which again, a casual person is not going to experience CM, the heights of CM. So you cannot calculate CM as part of the equation, because CM requires effort. And the truth of the matter is, guys, it also comes down to a fun factor, right? If you're not having fun grinding for this character that's competitive ready, you're not going to do it. But you still want to enjoy it. Like, I don't think it's possible to please everybody, but I think for a gacha game, it's a lot easier than it seems. But maybe just for Uma, it's not possible because they chose to go the PvP route. Again, in my opinion, I would have preferred it if it was PvE. I'm just saying. I think PvE, I think like some PvE races where it's like super hard, but not PvP would have been better. I'm dead honest. I'm getting in my personal opinion bank, but I think PvP for a gacha is stupid in general. I really do. So, but I mean, it is what it is. They're not going to completely change their entire game plan that they've done for 4+ years. But we are creaking. But yeah, I'm more on like the human psychology side of it, where it's like, I don't think you should make your fans mad. And I think in general, it's better to please the audience. Not like, what's it called? Not pander to them and not like not listen to their every whim. But like, I think it's better to make it more fair than it is to not make it unfair. Because I know gachas are inherently unfair. Like, they are. They're inherently unfair. It's, you know, it's luck of the draw. So, I understand. It's just that I think it's all, you know, I would think most people, like, business sense wise would agree that you're supposed to in general please your fans instead of like making it really hard for them to even like engage with the game, which it feels hard to engage with this game because, you know, you have to save for so long. You're saving carrots, it's tough and your sweet cards suck. It is what it is. What can we say? Or what can anybody say? Let's be fair and real. If people feel forced to do anything, they'll just stop interacting with the thing. Well, yeah. But again, guys, it's tough because I'm not just coming from an objective spot, which I feel like is what people are missing with my whole discussion. I want to see it do well, you know? I want to see Uma as a series do well. Again, I don't care too much for the game, but inherently if the game does good, then the entire... Like, they got me. Like, I can't... Like, they really do have me. I'm never gonna get sponsored because I freaking like the universe. I like Cinderella Grey. I like the anime. So it's like... You guys also have to also kind of see it, like, where I'm looking at this from. I'm looking at this from, like, I would like to see them continue to release cool animes and other extended media. And by having the game do well, that will happen. So I would like the audience that engages with the game to be pleased, you know? So that's like, I'm not looking at it only objectively, because I don't believe anything in life, honestly, that you enjoy should be looked at completely objectively. That's just like, I'm getting into like my personal bag, but, you know. Uma basically created a meta for balancing generosity and gamble. Uma is a relatively old gacha following old gacha pull styles. Yeah, but I mean, you know, I bring up the comparison thing. Comparison is the thief of joy, but like, when people see the generosity that's possible, you would like to assume that it would be possible here too. So... And I'm honestly of the belief that it's not impossible to bring that level of generosity to this game. I really don't believe it's out of the question. How'd they get me first? Or how'd they get me anime first? No, I was introduced to the game first. But I like the animes way more than I like the game. So, that's how it goes. I still play the game like every day, and I play it pretty frequently. So I still enjoy the game, but I don't take this game seriously. Like I said, the game kind of encourages you to play PvP, and I just personally think like this is like skillless PvP, and I'm not a fan of that. Like, it's all money and it's all RNG and stuff like that. And I come from CS:GO, I come from Street Fighter. I come from games where it's like skill versus skill, so it's like for me the PvP in this is ooh, I messed up. For me, I think the PvP in this is like not skillful, so I don't try to do PvP in this. I did do the CM just because like I was like, all right, whatever, let's grab some participation rewards, and I did end up getting into the finals of the B bracket, but I heard that's not that hard, so that's cool. Oh, speaking of which, I did rant for so long that I might need to participate in that, so you guys could watch a little bit of PvP for the PvP heads that are in here, which is probably like a good chunk of you guys, because that's all there really is to do in this game, right? Well, for me, I make my own objectives up, where like I like to A rank all my Umas instead of like worrying about the PvP. But there's only an hour left, so I might as well do this right now before I miss the clock. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Let's do it. Wait. Oh, I have to do this after... Wait, what? Oh, I've never done this. The last cup, I literally just never opened it. I opened it once and I never opened it ever again. Oh, it's looking for people to match me with? Not up till 6? Oh, y'all... Wait, 6. Oh, that's 3 for me. Oh, okay. It could be at the end of the stream. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You've been playing the new Dragon Ball MOBA? Ooh! Waiting for Psy 4708 Psychology of Gacha with Professor Senjo. The video... That video is coming out, bro. Not that exact thing, but... God, I gotta re-record it, man. I messed up my math. I'm so mad I messed up my math. You guys don't understand. God damn it. It soils it, man. It soils it. It soils the whole thing. I was only off by like 20. I was off by 20, but that's a lot. That's a lot. Messed up my math, man. Talking about the frickin' hotfix. Whatever. Hello there, Karu. You want more ZZZ? You're a ZZZ head? You're a ZZZ head? Did you come from ZZZ? Like my ZZZ videos? Or are you just here? But yeah, the new Dragon Ball MOBA is sick. I played it when it was in closed beta, or whatever, open beta, I don't even remember. I played it like a few months ago. I would like to play it again. But I've been playing a lot of Deadlock and Street Fighter with my friends, so those have been taking kind of priority. Super Creek. Math? Yeah, I made a video. Or, well, now I have to re-record the video, but I made a video that was supposed to come out today, because now I have to re-record it again. But I made a video, and you can see it right here. I made a video talking about the possibilities of what's going to happen with the... and we actually talked about it a little bit before you got here, but I made a video talking about the possibilities of the income that's going to change from the hotfix that's coming out for Uma. And we did talk about that plenty already, but to make a long story short, even if they only increase it by 10, it essentially almost doubles the amount that you get for carrots, and it'll, instead of 1 pull a month, because right now as it stands, you only get 1 10 pull a month, or actually it's 1.3, right? Yeah, you get 1.3 remember, 1 is equal to 10 in this equation. It's all math. It's all math, and it's... So, hold on. Not to do this again. We just had a whole long rant about this. Senjo rant, classic TM, trademark. Is equal to 1, and then 1 is equal to... 1500 is equal to 10, and then... No. 1500 is equal to 1... and then it's also equal to 10. So people have to remember that. So right now as it stands, like just to summarize it, right now as it stands in the game, you get this much. You get 1800. It's a little small, but I'm hoping you guys could see it. Right now as it stands, people get 1880 or 1880 total a month from Uma as it stands right now. If you do everything the game has to offer. And you can stay in class 5 for team trials. If you do everything the game has to offer, not including events, not including CM, this is the amount you get. And that's equal to roughly, like, what is that? 1.2, 1.3 a month. And 1 is equal to 10. So you get, like, what, 13 pulls? 12, maybe? On the low end? You get 12 pulls a month. And this is the new math that I theorized that they would change for the hotfix, since they're changing the amount we get from missions and stuff. So here, I have to open. I do want to talk about this since, God damn it, this is gonna be the entire stream. It really is. But to summarize it, basically, if they up these daily logins by 10, which I know people were laughing and saying, like, imagine they only up it by 5 or imagine they only up it by 10. I don't think people really realize how much 10 is. 10 is a lot. So if each of these turned up by 10, and this is for logging in for 7 days, every 7 days, instead of getting 110, because this right now as it stands is 110, it's 20, 40, 60 plus 50, that's 110. It turned into 150. That's one pull. So that's one pull from login bonus a week. And then if we go back to the game, and you look at your daily missions, if they up these daily missions by 10 each, this is 50 total. So imagine 10 is 20 and imagine 20 is 30. That's 50 total for just doing your dailies every day. That means every 3 days is one pull. There's 7 days in a week. You get 2 pulls a week plus your daily login. That's 3, and then you get a little bit of extra change. So that's 3.3-ish pulls per week. Whereas it stands right now, it takes what is it? Where is it? This is what you get right now a week. You get 210. You only get one pull, like 1.3 pulls a week. So if they up the count a week from 3, which is what it is, or sorry, which is 2, which is what it is right now, to like 3 and some change, that's kind of big. And that's me being really conservative, you know? That's me being really on the low end and like just kind of spitballing. I'm just kind of spitballing and I'm not really sure if they're going to make it as conservative. But that was like the super conservative result. Like upping it by 5 or 10 is like super big. All right, but we're done. I already Syndrome ranted about that for like damn near 40 minutes. If you missed it, you missed it. It is what it is. You can watch the video later if you want the frickin' Spark Notes. We're playing Super Creek. Dude, at this point, I don't even know if I have time to frickin'... I don't even know if I have time to do a second career. God damn it. Maybe this is the one day I did not want to Syndrome rant. I don't know. You like my funny words, math man? A lot of mental math you spaced out on, but sounds positive. I mean, no matter what, they're upping the rewards because the article literally says item what is it? Item amount acquisition, and it's they said upward, so it'll always be improved. Luckily. Can you give me the short version of if this is more or less painful than GFL 2? More. There. You got your one-word answer. More. Way more. It's crazy to say this, but GFL 2 is actually more generous than this game. Just barely. Just barely. But it is. No, not barely, actually. A lot, honestly. A lot. No players equals no money, regardless of schedule, something they need to consider. I have a hard time simplifying stuff like this because I don't think it's that simple. I think I know everyone in life wants to make something very like black and white and like make it easy to understand like that, but I honest to God just feel like a lot of stuff in life is too hard to... I think you can try and simplify it as best as you can, which I hopefully tried to do in the video, you know. As much as I send you a rant on stream, I know the rants get like really long-winded and like overcomplicated, so I try to simplify it like in the video as much as well as I can, but I do honestly believe that like I think people oversimplify a lot of stuff when something like this is like, you know, if they give too many free carrots, no one's gonna spend money, and obviously the people would love that, but they're also a game trying to make money, it's a business, so it's like you have to factor that into the equation. So they can't make it too generous because then otherwise they won't make any money. And then like, you know, no players equals no money. Well, like, you know, they already got a big boost from the boom, from the Umamusume boom that happened on Twitch. So it's like there will always be a certain amount of players there. So is that enough to sustain themselves? Because most likely the players that stay are going to be the whales. And it's like, there's a lot of factors that I think need to be addressed. And maybe not all of them have equal levels of importance, but it's like they're still there, you know? Like, you can't deny that they're there. So it's like... It's just like... I'm a complicated guy. I don't like the simple answer because I don't think humans as a whole are simple, you know. I think we're all very complex, and it's all like, and who's playing the game? It's humans, you know. So it's like, hell, the whole reason people like this game is a complex equation in its own right. Like, there's a bunch of different reasons why people like this game, so you can't quantify it into one simple thing, you know? People will try, and people always will try, but I don't think it's ever that simple. No players equals no money regardless of schedule, something you need to consider. Simplistic or not, it's the reality. They rather the global server die than be a drag on their finances. See, I have a little rebuttal to that too. Why even go through the trouble of making the global server if they're not going to care for it? They spent all this time behind the scenes, like a good chunk of time. You can tell. Like, they didn't just whimsically make the global server because you know why? They would have done that in 2020 if it was that easy. So it was clearly a business decision to be made, so why, you know, I don't really like that. I don't really like that perspective, Fox, because, like, you know, you have to ask yourself the questions, like, then why even make the global server in the first place if they rather let it die? I don't think that's true at all. I think they just messed up with the accelerated schedule. They thought it was a good idea, and it's unironically slowly killing their game, so they're making a hotfix to try and you know, again, we can't get in the minds of the executives, we can't get in the minds of, like, the people making the business decisions, but clearly if they're making a decision to even hotfix something in the first place, it's a little bit of acknowledgement that there's definitely an issue. So I don't believe they're willing to let it die. Like how my Super Creek died right now. She's dead. Oh my god, super dead. 17th? Jesus, man. Jesus, man. So much care and effort that everything feels rushed and half considered. Okay, I think you're like, I don't think I tried to say that they put a lot of care, but they clearly put enough care to the fact that they even made a global server in the first place is what I'm getting at. I'm not saying that like they freaking, I'm not saying that like they had meticulous scientific care into this. I'm just saying that like the decision to buy a server and host people on said server is an investment. And why even go through the trouble if you're not going to care for your investment is kind of what I'm at. Yeah, they didn't put as much care as people would have liked, but it's still an investment. So it's like, I don't think they're going to let it die. Like, you know, like what you said. You said they rather let the global server die than be a drag on their finances. I just don't think that's true. I just don't think that's true at all. And again, the hotfix announcement is kind of indicative of why I believe that. Is like, why even make a hotfix announcement? Why make a hotfix at all if you're not going to try and like right the wrongs, you know? Late surgery? No, it was pace. This run is dead. This A rank run is dead. I was not paying attention. We ranted halfway through the run. I literally closed it. I saved and exited and I closed it. And I'm like, this run is like so chalked. I'm not locked. Good morning from Japan. How was day? It was pretty good. Good morning. Good morning. You think they thought it would be an easy profit and never considered the reality and psychology behind the decisions? Yeah, I would agree. But you know, I would agree with that. But I don't agree that they're willing to let it die. Especially, you know, not to repeat myself over and over, but you know, them announcing a hotfix is clearly a sign that they're listening to some extent, and you know, they're hearing the complaints. So they're clearly willing to try and see if they can right some wrongs that they made with the release of this. Because you know, I don't think anyone's infallible. I'm not of the belief that these game devs have to be like stark perfect. I think everyone would like everybody to be stark perfect and freaking not make any fumbles and all that stuff, but I just don't believe that in life in general. I think a lot of people deserve, well, I think a lot of things deserve a second chance. Especially for like harmless things like this. Like, it's a gacha game, so there's some people that might say it's not harmless, or it's like they might say it's not harmless because it's, you know, it's a morality thing and people are spending their money on this. But like, you know, the fact that they're hotfixing it is good. What are we talking about? Oh God, Benjamin. Like it's a long story. How do I even summarize it, man? But you guys, this is why I Senjo rant for the entire stream, because there's always a new guy coming in. Not your fault, by the way. Not your fault. Not your fault, Benjamin. I'm just saying there's always a new guy coming in, and we got to go through the entire story again and again. And I gotta reiterate everything I talked about for the last 40 minutes, and I gotta somehow summarize it now. And I'm not good at that. I'm not good at summarizing it. I'm very good at yapping, but I'm not good at summarization. Anyways, we're kind of talking about the accelerated schedule, and we're also talking about the hotfix that's related to the accelerated schedule that's coming out. And to make a long story short, I'm making a video about it. You can the video should be out today if you want to get the spark notes of it. Hashtag ad for myself. But to make the long story shorter, even shorter than that, hopefully, for the stream, the accelerated schedule is a big problem. I've said it's a big problem for all levels of players in this game, whether you be casual or you're like a super PvP tryhard. It's been a big issue, and they are releasing that hotfix to up the rewards, which is a step in the right direction regarding like acknowledging that the accelerated schedule is affecting the player base negatively. To kind of summarize it, but I don't like summarizing things because I feel like you lose a lot of context. So that's another reason why I hate summarizing stuff, because you lose a lot of context, and it's just like I don't like the contextless world we live in. I love providing context because I think it's important for people to get the full story, especially about like how I feel about it. So it's like, or like how any one individual feels about something. I think the context needs to be there. But I think people get into a lot of arguments and a lot of misunderstandings because people like to subtract a lot of context. So I would love to send you a rant again for 30 minutes, but I don't think I will because most of the people in here have already heard me do that for like about an hour and a half now. So yeah, we'll just leave it with that summary. We'll just leave it with that summary for a little bit. Call you cynical, but you'd bet your money on them using JP's average earnings per banner and never considered having the time per banner would not equal the same money in half a time. Suits, not devs. It's always suits rather than devs, of course. Wait, should I just race 3 times in a row? I think I will. You know, it's a G2. I'm skipping. Oh! Pissed. Sorry, we also lost a lot of time because I was not playing and ranting at the same time. I literally closed it. Literally closed this game basically to do my whole Senjo rant about this topic. So we need to. We're a little behind on time. We need to go. We need to freaking go. And honestly, let me see what you said. W add. Very good. Never considered having the time per banner would not equal the same money in half the time. I don't know. I'd like to believe business people. I don't know. I'm the type of person who I don't really believe in somebody being dumb if they've gotten to that point. Now, of course, I don't think they're like all-seeing eye intelligent, you know. But I don't believe in people being like dumb to make that bad of a move. Like, I think a real good businessman actually kind of cares about like the audience's perception. And I honestly believe this was a little bit of an oversight. More than like a cynical way of like saying like the suits just want the money, you know, like because you know you said call me cynical, so we're approaching this from like a cynical point of view, but like I honestly just feel like it was a little bit of an oversight, like not like even like a greedy money grubbing oversight, just like, you know, they thought it would make them a little bit of extra bucks, but then they just didn't realize how bad it would impact the game because you know, again, this is like, to my understanding, no other server has been accelerated, right? I know there's a Korean server and I know there's a Chinese server. I know there's a Korean server for sure. I don't actually know if there's a Chinese server, but I heard that they also got accelerated a little bit, or there was other issues, maybe not exactly accelerated schedule, but basically what I'm trying to get at is like we're the ones that are experiencing a super fast schedule alone. You'd be shocked how many corporate people find themselves at the top of video game companies and know nothing about video games. It's actually the norm. I don't think you have to know anything about video games to understand when your audience would get upset at something, is kind of what I'm trying to get at. But maybe again, I try to look at things very, and I guess maybe positive is not the right word, but again, I try to not like, I try not to treat people like they're dumb. Like, I don't really believe game devs are always at fault. I don't believe the suits are always at fault. I believe the fault is like always mixed a little bit when it comes to decisions like these. Maybe I'm wrong. We will never. Maybe I'm right. We'll never know unless we get like a freaking whistleblower from Side Games, right? We'll never know. So, but like, you know, it's hard for me to for me to see that people in the entertainment business, whether it be games or shows, struggle to see that, like, you know, there would be a lot of community backlash from this. Maybe it's an oversight, which is what I like to believe it would be. I think it's an oversight, but I'm just that type of person, okay? It's really hard for me to I've never been like that type of guy to rag on game devs or rag on the game companies too hard. Unless it's like a super bad decision. Like EA, for example. When EA makes the same mistake over and over and over, at some point you stop giving them some slack. I just have a lot of slack to give. That's all. That's a better way to put it. I have a lot of slack to give, and they have to like continuously make the same mistake for me to like stop giving them slack. For Uma, this is like their first major issue. I'm not gonna beat him up about it. I'm not gonna like. I'm just not that type of guy. Is all. I'll give him a chance. You know, I'll give him a chance to right the wrongs and not like completely rag on them off of their first issue. You know. That's just not the type of guy I am. I don't really think that matters, Karu. I think you can put your 2 cents in regardless, because it's like, it's a conglomerate of people making these decisions. It's a boardroom. It's a Zoom meeting full of faces making the meeting. It's not like necessarily just one person making these decisions. So it's like, I mean, I don't think you need the insider info to have an opinion on it. Because at the end of the day, we're the consumers consuming the game. So it's like, it's well within your right as a possibly paying customer, especially as a possibly paying customer, to want to see some potential changes in the game that you play. So, you know, because honestly, I think if I'm a kind of business guy, or I have a businessy perspective. I'm not a business guy. I'm not a studied business person. I've never, I don't have a degree in any of this, but like, I think the happier your community is, or the happier your customers are, the more likely they will spend money and not be upset about it. So, I think, I don't know if everybody can agree with me on that, but that's just kind of how I see it, is like, I think this all stems from like, if they just make the people happy, then the circle of life will continue. Honestly. The circle of life will continue. I think it's honestly something that a lot of companies miss, is like, they just don't make their player base. Again, they don't have to pander to them and like completely listen to them like word for word. I actually don't think that's a good idea ever. I don't always think the audience knows what's right for their game, because they like to simplify everything, you know. It's not as simple as just upping the carrot count as much as people think it would be. So, it's honestly topics like this that people avoid, because there's so much variables there's so many variables and so many things to think about. But I love stuff like this. It's just like one big puzzle to me, where it's like, it's just not an easy thing to answer. People would love to just make the easiest answer and like complete it in one sentence, but that's just not possible. Like, Fox is dropping all the one-liners. Fox is dropping the one-sentence answers. And I just am not that kind of person. It's just not that simple to me. But I get it. It's human nature. We want to simplify everything. But I don't know. I just don't think it's that easy. Who wants to get a job at Side Games and figure out what's going on over there? Your point is those people are very detached from the product themselves. Beyond earning spreadsheets, they aren't interested in the product itself, let alone understand it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously. I agree. But again, it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like you don't need, regardless if you're not interested in the product, it's like, in order to make a good amount of money on a piece of entertainment, you would naturally want the people who consume said piece of entertainment to be entertained. So I feel like you just need the basic knowledge of like understanding how to make the consumer happy when it comes to a piece of entertainment. And I would like to assume they would know that. So Is Creek about to steal this? No, she's not. That's a third place. We're gonna have to run this back. Is that a second? That's a third. I'm sweaty, guys. These Syndrome rants make me very sweaty. Heats up the room real quick. 30 energy. Come on, man. Guys, I want to scrap this run so bad. Cause I was just not playing the game. It would be different if it was like a bad run and I was actually playing, but I was genuinely just not playing. I was just talking and clicking buttons. No thought process. I was playing Cookie Clicker. I could have basically been playing Cookie Clicker the entire time. Just not as fast. I want to hit the give up button so bad. Wait, what's even our problem? It's power, or it's speed, right? I mean, can I even do anything for speed? It could even be power too. I would like to assume it's just speed, so I'm just gonna grab that ult and hopefully can be a good parent. It's not the point of today's stream. I don't care about a good parent. Well, I kinda do, but I want A rank. You could also be playing the Dragon Ball MOBA, just saying. That's a good one, man. I've never heard that one before. I've heard that 1,000. Hold on. I've heard that 1,000 times before. I make that joke. Very funny. Plus 1 points for you, Fox. You can't please everyone, so please the whales. You have an opinion, you're not saying you're not. What you're saying is you have no real insight of their philosophy coming into this is. Hishi Amazon banner, anyone pulling besides you? Enjoy your Hishi Amazon, man. That's all I'm hoping for you. Just enjoy your Hishi Amazon. She's right there! Enjoy your... Oh, pure heart. Enjoy your Hishi Amazon. Get her in one huge temple. Can I sneak a win here? No, I cannot. Anyways, guys, we cut your daily scheduled Senjo stream. I shouldn't say daily because we don't stream daily. And you know how I know we don't stream daily? Bang! That's the wrong schedule for today. Hold on. Don't look at that. 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 Hold on. Sorry, I had to get out of there. Bam! Wait, where is it? Bam! It's because we don't. It's because we don't stream every day. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I'm playing Mario Sunshine because that is currently Classics Thursdays, alright? If you want to watch some Hood Classics, Hood Classic games, check them out. Check it out on Thursday. Fire Emblem Three Houses on Friday. Fire Emblem Friday, the last Fire Emblem Friday. If you're anywhere interested, be there or be square. And if you're not, I'll see you next time. I don't blame you. That's the whole reason I have the schedule. Watch what you want to watch. Honest to God, don't show up for something you're not going to like. That's how I feel. Would I like it if you're there? Duh. But if you're not going to enjoy watching it, don't be there. Don't be there. That's why you guys show up for the UMA. I know. I know. Why you guys show up for the UMA. That's fine. But I would appreciate it. But that's okay. Anyways. No, Karu. You cannot clip this. If I was in your stream and I said it in your chat, you could clip it. Which I don't know why you didn't do that for the Taishin thing. But like, I think that's kind of weird for you to clip this from my... I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's a little weird. If you'd like me to say it in your stream when you roll for Hishi, I would. And I probably will. But I think that's just a little odd. Did I just get Hot Spring? Oh, no, I didn't. One sec. What am I looking at? Hold on. There you go. Sorry. Sorry for party rockin'. Wait, is this her food event? God damn it, that's not even a food event. This is nowhere close to a B rank. I mean, an A rank. I'm so sad. If only I just didn't rant, like, for half of the stream. It would be so sick. And I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. So done with wishing you were still here. Now I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. Why should I turn off the radio?
Mom.
注目の一番人気9番スーパークリーク。
実力は完全に上位ですね。貫禄すら感じてしまいます。春の参加。
出走です。
早春の阪神に再スタートです。各馬
All right, hold on. Sorry, I don't know if Kari's still here, but yeah, not to shut you down so hard, bro. But trust me, it'd be better if you didn't include me. It'd be better for you. It'd be better if you just ripped it from your stream chat. It makes for a better video. And I'm not even the clip farming type heavy kind of guy. Like half of the stuff I said in this stream is not even going to be turned into a short. Even though it probably could be a decent short, honestly. But like, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It's better if I say it in your chat and you just literally rip it from the screen. Because you have your on-screen overlay, so it's like, it looks way better that way. Including me in your clip is not gonna do good for promoting you. And I rather you promote yourself than even promote me in any fashion. Unless you really want to, but like, it's just better that way. It's gotta be organic. And I mean, I guess that was an organic conversation, but I don't know. I prefer organic, like... Oh my god, I gotta stop myself. I was gonna rant again. I was gonna rant again. I was about to go on a whole goddamn rant about like, my god, I want to say it now. I want to get started. I'm gonna end this career as fast as I possibly can. Because again, this career, I'm pissed. We were ranting the entire time. I'm pissed. Now I could get some godly rainbows though. There is a long shot star. Has anyone told me I look rather animated today? Straight out of goddamn Pixar, baby. Yeah, actually, you're not the first one that said that, so sorry. If you were fishing for a oh why thank you, then you know you kind of missed. Sorry, bud. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, man. There, you got your. Oh wow. Oh, jeez. Oh shucks. Oh shucks. Shouldn't have. You are the Seiyun fan. Fishing is in your blood. I hate you. I hate you. Oh god. Guys, I can't focus. I can't focus. This run, I'm upset at it. It's not gonna be an A. Wait. Wait. This might be my get back of the season. This might be my get back of the 2025 season. No! It was not my get back of the 2025 season. I used up my get back of the 2025 season last night, honestly. I hit a freaking 60. I hit a what is it? I hit a 73 stamina for 60 or 60% failure chance for 70 stamina, and it was huge. Gigantic. I used it up last night. Wait, good thing I stopped myself from ranting, because that was going to get into a whole, like, different, new Senjo rant. New topic unlocked for Senjo rant. Which was going to be, like, how I believe in the content space. I don't like saying the word content. I hate that word. Oh, God. It's going towards it. I might as well just say it, man. Oh, God damn it. I slammed the desk. I'm not going to say it anymore. I just need to let it. I need to let it out. You know when you need to like scream in your pillow? That's what I needed to do right there. Having an off day. Having a goddamn off day. Wait, are we doing mediums or longs? Oh, we're definitely doing mediums, okay. Sorry. Windows noise. Do I not have all my stamina cards maxed? Like, what's going on here, man? Oh, I only have 2. That's what's going on. Ah. And one of them is not Super Creek because we're playing Super Creek. Ah. Okay, just because I want to get mediums instead of longs, so we have a chance of winning, I'm going to do this G3. The G3 gets skipped. Thank you. You'll be here until the end of the stream. Got him. Shut up. Shut up. Lock in, soldier. Alpaca, you don't even like this game. How are you gonna tell me to lock in on this game that you don't even like? Oh, I just skipped the G. Ah! No. We're coming back. I forgot. We're doing one more. And we still have the CM to do. Reluctantly. Listen, I got to Class B finals. I might as well finish it out. I might as well. Wasn't even trying to hate with the lock-in. Just trying to motivate the man. I told you I'm on. I'm sorry. I'm off my rocker right now. I really am off my rocker. Listen, man. Can I make an excuse? No, I shouldn't. I hate excuses. I should not make no excuse, because the real excuse is I should have just not streamed today. But I did stay up playing 2XKO, Riot's new fighting game. And I did play with my friends. And then I stayed up for an extra hour listening to Shoeshine videos and playing Umamusume at the same time. That's where I stand. That's where I stand on my nighttime. I literally watch this guy called Angelo Shoeshine. He shines the shoes. My favorite part is when he gets the knife and he, like, for whatever reason, he's like shaving the shoe. It's gold, man. It's gold. I don't like whisper ASMR where they go like, I don't like that, but I don't know, when they replace the horseshoes, when he's shaving the shoe, when he's shaving a real boot, it's great. It's great. And then and then I'm playing a fighting game while I'm listening to that. Is literally what's happening. That's my nighttime experience right now. I both hate it and I love it at the same time. I hate it because I sleep super late, and I love it because it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. It leads to the very somewhat sleep-deprived Senjo you see today, who's a little slightly irritable and a little sweaty after ranting about Umamusume for an hour and a half. Perspiration in my nation. The best clip would be me winning the CM and not caring. Nah, I hate that stuff. That leans on the territory of like rage bait. With my stuff, I want it to be very fun and cordial, and there's a lot of like, I'm not blind to it, don't get me wrong, I'm not blind to what a good clip could be, but I have like morals, and maybe my morality stops me from possibly growing the channel at a faster rate, but I rather have good morality than views, honestly. I've said this before when before the Umamusume boom. I've said this a lot, and Alpaca has heard this a lot, but like, I don't care if I have 1, 10, 100, 1,000. I'm gonna stream the exact same way I've always streamed, and I'm just gonna be me. And you're either gonna like me or you're not gonna like me, and that's your choice. You're the viewer, you know. Like any given person in here is the viewer, and you don't have to watch me. I'm not gonna beg you to watch me either. So it's like, I just am gonna be me, and that's the only way you're gonna ever see me do it. And that reflects into the shorts that I make too. Like, there's probably some things, like the gold chip short was all organic. I love that it was all organic, because I hate when something is like, I don't hate scripted stuff, but I hate stuff that feels very intentionally fabricated. I know that like is basically the same thing, like scripted and intentionally fabricated, but like, I love the old days where it's like, there's a sense of fun behind it, and I try to portray that with my stream. I try to portray that with everything that I do with this stuff. Is like, I think you need to feel the fun, and if you can't feel it, you can't feel it, because everybody feels some type of way, you know. Like, everybody's their own person. It's like not everything is gonna resonate with you, but I'm not trying to resonate with everybody, you know. If you like me, you like me, and that's great. If you don't like me, then, I mean, that's not really an issue for me. It's like kind of just business at that point. I'm in the business of entertainment, and entertainment is something that's really extremely subjective to everyone's personal opinion. So.
晴れ渡る空の下行われる中山レース場芝2200 URA ファイナルズ準決勝
I rather have a diehard, like, I rather have a community that understands all of our inside jokes of like a number of like 100, rather than like have 10,000 people who I have to like cater to in like in a way that is not me, you know. That's how I've always approached this, is like, I want to actually like banter with my people, and they get it. Like, Fox, you kind of have integrated yourself pretty well, you kind of get it. Alpaca, very early on, one of my OGs here, he got it, and like people, yeah, you guys get it. Like, I'm just being for the most part, I try to just be goofy and frickin' not take things too seriously until it's time to be serious. Like when we talk about like the Umamusume stuff and like serious, like somewhat. It's so weird calling that stuff serious, but like it's more. There's no comedy involved with that stuff, so it's like. It's how I like to run my stream. It's how I've always run my stream. Like I don't approach this as like I'm trying to like be Mr. Beast or anything like that. Obviously, would it be super sick to make money off of this? Sure, but like if I'm not gonna do it my way, then I'd rather not do it at all. You know. So that's why I just do things. I would like to believe I do. I don't. It's not even about me doing things differently. It's just like I think I inherently do things differently because I don't like talk the way other people do. I don't say like, but I'm just being me too. So it's like weird. Like I'm not intentionally trying to be different. I'm just accepting that I am different from people, and I don't try to be anybody else other than myself. You know. So I don't know. Cause like I don't even like saying that. Like saying that makes me sound like bigoted, and I don't. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just like I just think people need to be more of themselves and like, you know, just be you. And the people who like you will stick around. If they don't, then they don't like you. Obviously, it's whatever. Who cares? Which is why I also try to play games that I just like. Like I'm playing frickin' Mario Sunshine and Fire Emblem Three Houses. Honestly, if I get 3 viewers playing those games, whatever. Cause I still like those games. I'm still gonna have a good time. You know, the only thing that I do is like that's quote unquote like content. Ew, disgusting word in my vocabulary. The only thing that I do is like horror games. That's the only content I kind of like do, is because horror games just like everyone likes to see a goober get scared, bro. And I'm that goober. If you guys tuned in for Crow Country, I got jump scared in the very first 5 minutes. And it was simply a crow cawing. And that's not fake. But I actually okay, let me tell you guys a story. I went to The Conjuring 2. Was it The Conjuring 2? It was a horror movie. I went to a horror movie with my friends. I jumped out of my seat, physically, at a jump scare. I heard the people behind me laughing at me, and I did not care because I was that scared. I only really realized that they were laughing at me when I was leaving the theater. And I don't really think I cared, because I got scared. What do you want me to do? But I'm also that type of person too, where like I don't have a lot of. I think having pride in stuff like that, like for instances like that, I think pride is like useless. Like who cares? They got a little personal enjoyment out of me getting scared, and now I do that on stream. Now you guys can watch me play horror games for the sake of your personal enjoyment when I do play them. I don't always do, but you know. So. I don't know if that gives you guys a little insight on like just me as a person, but there's just a lot of things in life that I feel like people care too much about. Like sometimes people have too much pride, too much ego, and it's not that. I think it's like a everything in moderation thing for a lot of stuff. Is like you need to also recognize when like your pride or ego goes too far. Like if I'm gonna get jump scared at a movie theater, maybe my example here is a little too off the mark, but like. I guess it's just like kind of explaining like who I am kind of. We people now, let's go. Not sure how or when you're going to spend your Syndrome credit. You can't spend your Syndrome credit. It's like real life credit. It just gives you immunity from certain things and extra benefits in other places. Did you play Sunshine before? You feel like you semi-remember? No, I don't think I have. I think it would be easy to search up on the channel if I did, but I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't think I have. I'm not sure. I've definitely played Sunshine on my own a few times, so that's like where it's all blending together. I'm not sure if I played it on stream though. I love coming back to Sunshine like every 2 years or something. Heater game. Heater game. Very nice, Creek. I was not paying attention, and I've lost all awareness of Umamusume at the moment because I want to restart the run, and doesn't the CM start in... Does it start at 3? It does start at 3, right? It starts at 3 for me. Excuse me. Sorry. Wait, was that the hot springs? That wasn't the hot springs, was it? You spent Senjo credit before in your first stream? You avoided a timeout or something? Yeah, you can't see your Senjo credit. It's like, you know, you had to go to the office to see it. We don't have we're a very small agency. We don't have like a website or anything that you could check it at. So you just have to make an appointment. Sorry for the inconvenience. Not really. I guess you were made in a lab or something. Oh my god, 9,000. That is my new best Super Creek by exactly 40 points. 40 some change. Enclosed 40 gold. Alright, we're creaking one last time. One more time. I'm gonna celebrate, yeah, alright, oh yeah, start the dancing. One more time, I'm gonna celebrate, yeah. Oh my god, my 10 currency, which will turn into 20 if my theory is correct. Excellent. Excellent. So wait, this is a problem though. This is a problem because around 3 my time, which is when this timer goes down, you know, I'm on the PST. Around 3 my time is when Steam goes down. So tell me I gotta wait to lose and get 3rd place? You're pissing me off. You're pissing me off, frickin' Uma. Ready, 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 ready. What did I run last race? I guess I could check. I wanted to do the exact same setup because I like that setup. That setup wasn't bad. Was I running a guest? I was running a guest. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, one more time. One more time. I kind of want a late surge this time, which would kind of change everything, but... Who did I use? I used Air Groove. With that huge 54 bonus, though. But we're running 4-2, so... I guess I could just... Yeah, wait, if we're running 4-2, I can... Yeah. But she has a stat... See, the stamina skill makes it so hard. Because Normally, you would just get free speed from your ult. But since you get free stamina, you feel inclined to get less stamina. But she runs mediums and longs and you need hella stamina. So it's such a weird conundrum. It's a weird conundrum in my head because it's like... I have to actually think about it because I don't have an unlimited source of cards. I guess everybody has to think about it. I'm being a little too I'm being a little unfair right there. Everybody does have to think about it. It's just like I'm always like maybe I should just grab more speed. I don't know. I don't know. My name. But I definitely need 2 stamina cards. And I can't run my creep card, so... I've heard a rumor that this is essentially Swinging Maestro, right? Like, I don't know if this is better or worse than Swinging Maestro, but the streets be saying that this is essentially Swinging Maestro. And I don't know whether to trust the streets or not, man. I don't like what the streets be telling me to do. Sometimes I can't trust the streets because it's all hearsay, bro. It's all hearsay, I don't know. It's not, to be honest. I had a feeling it wasn't. Alright. A rank Super Creek. For friends. For friends. Oh my god. I'm not talking about like the utility of it. I'm talking about like how much stamina is it giving me? Is it equal to Swinging Maestro? Because if it's equal to Swinging Maestro, that's fine. That makes sense. That was a lot of stamina clicking. I would like to avoid clicking stamina from this point forward, please. Actually, give me to 250. Give me to 250 stamina and then I'm done. That is exactly what I want. It's right there. It's literally talking to me. Green Goblin Mask. Alright. That's exactly 250. I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, now we need... Oh, God. I don't want to click this again. Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's like literally the best option, though. It's quite literally the best option in my arsenal. Oh, my God. Stop. Oh. Alright, no, I can't. I literally can't. I should, but I can't. I have to take bald speed. I didn't want to take bald speed. But we're gonna need a little bit of speed here, man. All right, 2. Come on, give me some. Give me some. I'm running 4-2. Give me some speed, please. Oh. Oh my good googly moogly, man. Oh my good googly moogly. It's going down swinging. Fall Out Boy. Am I more than you bargained for yet? I've been dying to tell you anything you wanna hear, 'cause that's just who I am this week. Lie in the grass next to the mausoleum. Oh, we can't even. It's the first race, we'll be fine. I'm just a notch in your bedpost, but you're just a line in a song. Draw.
注目の1番人気1番
Break a neck.
力は完全に上位ですね。貫禄すら感じてしまいます。王道の距離で
We're going down, down in an early round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. Loaded, got complex, cock it and pull it. The purest of hearts. Not sure the exact stamina calcs on unique recovery skills are about the same as gold. Okay, cool. Dude, this is annoying actually. This is incredibly frustrating. This is actually so crazy. Ugh, I mean, whatever. Yeah, I know all about that stuff, guys. I wasn't really talking about like the when or the frequency. I was just talking about like the raw statage. I didn't make that very clear though, so that's on me. But I know my show's good because it activates roughly at like a decent time on average. It's not like, it's obviously RNG, but I know my show's good for that stuff. But you know, like I said, I'm not like PvP heavy, but I still understand these mechanics. You can't decide to make yourself PvP heavy, or you can't decide to make yourself anti-PvP if you don't understand why you're anti-PvP. And luckily I do, so. I'm not making an ignorant decision to be anti-PvP. I'm making a very conscious one. So, but I understand all those little intricacies. That being said, I'm not really even that much anti-PvP anymore. I just don't want to try on PvP. I'm not gonna farm ground. I know the new thing on the streets is groundwork. Everyone's like crying about groundwork for front runners and stuff like that, and I'm just like, you guys got that. You know, it's your conscious decision. You want to farm for groundwork, go for it. I don't know. I'm also of the opinion that if you're gonna make a conscious decision to do anything, I don't think you should cry about it. Is kind of also where I stand. It's like all these people are intentionally farming for groundwork, and it's like you're not gonna be given groundwork. It's an RNG game, so it's like I don't know. I feel like if you're not willing to subject yourself to the pain, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. Maybe I'm looking at it too twisted though. I'm definitely probably looking at it too twisted. I feel like I should take back that statement. I don't know. Again, it all stems from like my my background in like FPSs and stuff. Like I spent like hours in aim labs or like doing aim training, and I just like grit my teeth and suffered so I could get good. So I feel like, well, I guess it's different. This is RNG and like that's like skill based, but you know, I just feel like people shouldn't complain if like that's or I'm just not the type to complain. I'll speak for myself. I'm not the type to complain. Like if I was farming groundwork, I wouldn't complain. I would just be like, yeah, this sucks, but it is what it is, you know. I'm making the decision to do it, so. But luckily I'm not farming groundwork, so that's cool. I am big chillin', man. I do not care. No meta, I'm no meta slaving here for me. That being said, if you meta slave, I don't hate you. Do your thing. I wish nothing but the best for you. And I do mean that. I honestly hope you get groundwork sooner than later. It's just not for me. I am intentionally ignoring Night Owl, by the way, because we're about to do the hopeful stakes. It had to be done. It had to be done. I needed the stats for the hopeful stakes. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't really care too much if Creek's good or not. I'm mostly just running her to get an A rank. Because I want to A rank my whole stable. That's like a personal goal for me. Because I rolled for Umas more than cards. And I'm okay with that, by the way. I'm not crying about it. I wanted to do that. So I actually got lucky with a lot of my card pulls though. So I feel like my cards are good enough to like... My cards are good enough to A rank most of my stable. I just need a little bit of luck. So that's really the whole purpose of today's stream. I just want to A rank my Umas. I don't want to do it in a cheesy way either. I know I could do 3 speed, 3 wit, but you know, my philosophy is like I want an actual good Uma, not for PvP. Just like I want, you know, I think anyone could agree with me here. Wouldn't you want all your stats to be like 1,000? You know, not that I am gonna get 1,000, but you know, I rather see even clean stats than just like speed and wit maxed, because I think that's lame. So yeah, I'm not too much worried about building anything competitive or anything like that. I just want to have a nice Hall of Famer Super Creek that sits nice and pretty in my Hall of Fame little archive list thing, and has a nice A on the top right. I got 4th. Yeah, if we had a little bit more, did I play pace? I don't even remember. I don't even know what I just played. What did I play? I think I did accident. I think I accidentally did do pace. No, I did late. If I had a little bit more power, it would have been fine. Also, I burned my Aishin Flash mood up, and I think I burned my Kita-san. I think I burned one of my Kita-san mood ups, so I only have one more free mood up. So you know what? I'm making a business decision. I'm making a business decision to do this right now. And it paid off. And it paid off heavy. It paid off gigantic. Now I gotta decide. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna leave her there. I want to get, let's get Kita close to thing. To Rainbow.
足元悪い雨の中さあゲートが開いた
Oh, I was wondering why the music sounded so jovial. Yandere Shiki on YouTube, thanks for subbing. You might not even be in the stream because the Noti plays even if they're not in the stream, but appreciate it. Duty of dignity, baby. That we call that tea time, and now it's business time. Yeah. Killed him. Slaughtered. Dusted. Absolutely cleaned out. All right. You know, on another note, isn't Creek one of the most decorated horses like ever? Because maybe decorated is the wrong word, but like that one jockey rode the real Super Creek, the one really popular one, Yutaka Take, and he like wasn't Super Creek like his best horse ever? Yutaka Take. Sorry, I want to get my pronunciation right. I do study a little bit of Japanese on the side. I've been really neglecting my studies, but for like a year straight, I was like hardcore. Want to go to a restaurant? Nah, man, I'm studying. Want to go to a movie? Nah, man, I'm studying. Want to play this game? Nah, man, I'm studying. I was that guy. No, nobody could stop me. Can I do this? Oh, wait. You gotta head out. Have a nice rest of the stream. See you later, Fox. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Long time, short time, lurking, chatting. Even though you're not a lurker, you're a big time chatter. But yeah, I do appreciate it, man. Peace out. Have a good one. I was like, why is there 5%? But then I remembered we're under the weather, as they might say. I mean, this is a pretty tempting one. Even though I don't need the energy, this is pretty tempting. It gets Kita to rainbow. Oh my god! I've never been that badly affected by 5% Super Creek Cannon event under the weather before. Oh my freaking goodness me. That's nuts. That's a lot of nuts. Oh, wowie, wow. Bro. She's got freaking COVID, dude. Hello, Adius. Sorry, you came in at a bad time. Hello there.
最も早い今スタートが切られました各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました
みんな集中してましたね好レースが期待できそうです
先行争いは3番18番美穂のブルボン期待通りの結果を出せるか1番人気スーパークリーク3番会長に飛ばして行きます先頭を行ったのは3番
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. She's cutting through like butter. She's cutting through like butter. Is she gonna win though? The Satsuki show? Ah, the Satsuki. Oh no. Alright. Third is the word. Well, bird. Third is the word. Whatever. We made the fan count. We're gonna use these 13 turns to frickin' train. Wait, she like completely doesn't race in her classic year. That's wild. She like does like 1 or 2 races in her classic year. The rest is just completely training. Which sucks actually. She has a skill point problem. Or rather... not? I guess I don't have skills to get anyways, because like, whatever. Maybe she doesn't have a skill point problem, I don't know. Can't believe that 5% screwed me, bro. Unfreaking believable. Oh, wow. I am getting killed by the 5%er. I'm getting killed. Practice Saved it. Saved it. Saved it barely. I'm getting killed by this 5%. Well, now it's 3%. So if this 3% kills me, I'm going to lose my marbles. I just spilled them all over the floor. Ugh, I don't like this. Okay. I want to just do 3 turns in a row, so we'll just do that. Oh, damn it. I missed the chance on a rainbow. Oh, wait, hold on. This run is looking not A-rank potential. This run is looking very not A-rank potential right now. We did not even have our friendships like anywhere near where they should be. Huh. Damn, I didn't even get to click 3 times in a row, bro. Are you freaking kidding? Are you freaking kidding? Oh, dude, where are my rainbows? Where are you? I'm sitting here waiting for you, and I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot wait tonight. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm making an audible. I'm calling an audible. If you don't know what an audible is, I took it straight out of American football. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna race next turn. Do you have to race 3 times in a row? No, you don't. Okay. I'm just gonna race this turn. Get the mood up. We're gonna race again after this, and then we'll see where it lands. Honestly, this is looking pretty meh, but we could get lucky in the late game. You gonna need a punk karaoke stream after that? Dude, I love all types of music. I will say I am... I'm really particular towards like whatever genre you would consider like Fall Out Boy or like damn, what other... I mean, honestly, most of the music I enjoy though is not in English, it's in Japanese. I like a lot of J-rock. I guess I like rock. I guess if I had to generalize it, I like rock as a whole, but I like a lot of different songs. From Under the Cork Tree karaoke, stop. This guy's too funny. From under the cork tree carrot. Stop with that. You dropped the whole album name. Chill out, dude. You're probably right though. You're probably right. This guy, man. That's why alpacas. And that's why I like alpaca. It sometimes seems like I hate him, and I'll tell him to shut up. But that's why I like alpaca. He gets it, bro. Freaking goober, man. Let me grab ramp up. Not chilling out. Fall Out Boy is one of your all. Oh, really? See, I didn't know that. Ooh, that's sick. Okay. Fall Out Boy is one of your all times, and you, Senja, you're not Senja 47. Get out of here, buddy. Sum 41? Ooh. I never got into Sum 41. I probably have one song. I'm not an album guy, guys. Like, I like a little bit of something from everybody. But there's only like a few artists that I like listen to like their entire albums. It's a very small list of people. Like their whole catalog, I should say, instead of albums. Like even Fall Out Boy, I haven't listened to like a whole album. I just like a lot of different songs from various albums. So, and I'm I would consider myself a pretty decent Fall Out Boy fan, but maybe I'm not because I don't listen to their entire catalog. I don't know. You're definitely an album guy? Yeah, I don't know what it is. For me, I'm just like... I don't see the harmony in a whole album. So I just like to pick some songs from albums and, you know, grab them. I've definitely never been an album guy. I can't even think of a Sum 41 song in my head that I've listened to. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like some. I mean, I like rap too. I like a lot of rap. You know, one of my favorite songs to sing because this game keeps bringing it up is "Shooting Star." I could really use a wish right now. Wish, you know, like I just like music. I like a lot of music. I'm not particularly picky. I will say, I like themes in my music. I like I tend to gravitate towards songs that like are kind of somber. I will say that. Like their lyrics are kind of somber. But they have like kind of an upbeat beat. So it's like they're singing about something kind of a little bit more on the sad side, but then the beat is like very, you know, banger. Just a banger, bro. I don't know how to say it. Can we beat this Opera O? Opera O? More like opera... I was gonna say Opera O, more like Opera Joe. And then I was gonna say Joe Mama, but we lost. So. Alright. That's just the way it is sometimes. God damn it. Feel that disappointment across the internet. Oh shoot, I forgot I already had practice perfect. I'm being too goofy right now. I'm having a good time as one song might say. On a shooting star, but on my way to Mars, on a collision course. You gotta go, 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 go explode. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. And I'm thinking if I want to just grab the raw speed, or actually the raw speed is the reason why I lost. So I might need to skip Aishin Flash for the raw speed. The raw speed is nice. The migraine blues isn't so nice, man. Alright. Is it raining? Can it please be raining right now? Wet conditions. It's a perfectly nice, crispy, sunny day. That is just my luck. But yeah, I can't really... I mean, I like Panic. I don't know, I'm a pop punk. If I had to... but I don't only like pop punk. See, this is my problem. I feel... You know what? You know when people say they like all types of music? I honestly feel like, for the most part, they probably do. It's just, for whatever reason, you just hear that a lot and you just don't really believe them, is my issue. Like, I do think they're not... I don't think they're lying. It's just, for whatever reason, that phrase I've been like mentally conditioned to just not believe, even when I say it. Which is why I'm trying to like toss out band names and like kind of prove my point, but like I don't even feel like I need to prove my point. It's just like, I don't know, I've been like bad mental conditioning, seriously. Super, I don't know where it's coming from, but I mean, I really do like just I really don't have a preference. It's just gotta sound like a banger to me, honestly. My playlist is called Bubba Bangers. B-B-B bangers. So I freaking those are just Bubba Bangers to me, you know. And it really could be anything. It's just gotta resonate with me, you know. So I don't know. I just feel weird saying it because it's just like most people genuinely... I know most people in life kind of genuinely stick to like one main genre. But I also know most people in life are like me, where it's like if something just sounds good, you're just gonna like it either way. But I know when people talk about music, they kind of just say their main genre and they don't say anything else. So it's like, I think that's why I'm conditioned to like not believe when people say that, but I mean, it's just a bad habit, I guess. I don't know. You really only avoid rap and country except Wagon Wheel. Wagon Wheel, what does the Y mean? Wagon Wheel Y, Darius Rucker, that's a banger. See, dude, sometimes just drop the banger. Sometimes they just drop a banger and it just speaks. It just speaks, and everyone around you doesn't understand what you're hearing, but you're hearing it. They're listening, but you're understanding. And that's like kind of how I feel like music works, is like it's such a truly subjective piece of entertainment. Which is honestly why I like music so much, is because music is... I don't know what it is, but like I feel like in general people like to... Well, people like to make it so everyone enjoys the same thing they do, so it can all be relatable, but like... I just feel like that's just not how life works, but like I feel like that's always what happens, right? Like, you could see it in games, you could see it in you can see it in music. Like, people feel like everyone should listen, like not everybody of course, but like I do think, like, you know, like it's when like you say what kind of music you like in school, like way back in the day, and it's like if you liked punk you were like looked at funny, you know. It's kind of like that, where it's like for some reason people feel like everybody should like the same thing, which is just not true. And they try to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They try to like overdo it on how cool something is, you know? Like they try to oversell. Oversell is the word I'm looking for. They try to oversell how cool their thing that they like is, when no one really cares. No one freaking cares, bro. It's just like, I'm cool that you like it, but like, if you're trying to sell it to me, you gotta realize at some point that I'm not picking up what you're selling. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm making something out of nothing right now, which is kind of the streamer mentality, but I don't know. Just something that I've thought about, because I remember back when I would talk about music, I would be really reluctant to mention. Well, you know, I've liked Japanese music since I was young. Like, honestly, I don't know. It just always spoke to me ever since I saw my first anime opening on the Naruto DVD, Season 1 Naruto Shippuden DVD. And they dropped a classic rap banger for Naruto Shippuden Season 1. Ever since then, that's where my love of J-Rock comes from. I have an origin story. Can anybody else say that? I'd like to think you'd be hard pressed to find people that can tell you why they like a certain genre of music. I got a whole origin story and a whole reason behind it. And I guess you don't really need one, but I like that I have one. I like that I have one. You don't really need one, but I do like that I have one. Spotify says your top 3 genres lately are happy, hardcore, pop punk, and hyper pop. I don't know what 2 of those are. What the hell is happy, hardcore, and what the hell is hyper pop? You know, another thing. What the hell is with these genre names these days, guys? What's the deal with airline? That's what I feel like I'm saying right now. I'm saying, like, what's the deal with airline food, bro? What's the deal with all these random genre names? What the hell is happy hardcore? What the hell is hyper pop? What does that mean? You telling me we can't just, like, simplify it to hardcore or just pop? It's gotta be hyper? It's gotta be happy? What does this mean, man? Can I get some clarification? I'm not asking you to defend him. I'm just asking you to tell me. Because if you can't tell me, then that's a problem. As a person who listens to that music, I just feel like anyone else would have a hard time describing what it really means. I guess it's not a problem, but I don't know. Dude, that's how you feel about metal? People always ask what kind of metal. Hell if I know. I don't know, dude. Isn't it all just metal? Happy hardcore has been around since the 90s, by the way, but it's a subgenre of EDM that focuses on kicks and break beats. Oh god. Well, it is all about how it sounds. So I'm not hating on that. Honestly, I'm just hating on the fact that it's even separated from EDM in the first place. If you don't like a lot of loud noises, you're probably not going to like it. I'm a lyrical guy. I like lyrics in my songs. I love singers. Like, I like female singers. Like, honestly, I really like female singers, especially, so... obviously, you know, it's not going to stop me from liking frickin', you know, some hood classic dude singers, but I like lyrics in my songs, so I've never been a big fan of, like, EDM or anything like that. Can I lose this career, by the way? Thank you. This is over. This is dead and gone. Oh, I've been driving on this road too long, trying to find my way back home, The old me's dead and gone, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, we are unfortunately sending her to pasture. I don't glue my horses. We just send them to retire. I don't like the glue joke. That means that's implying you're killing them. I don't kill any of my horses. They die a peaceful life. Okay? But unfortunately, Super Creek from Worldline random number, you gotta go. You gotta go. I don't have that much space left in my stable. I only have 6 slots. And I'm still keeping most of them. Because they're just memories. They're just memories. And the drinks bring back all the memories. But the memories bring back you. There's a time when I remember when I didn't know no way. I don't know the lyrics to this song. Alright, we need to kill some time because CM... Does it not start in 8 minutes? Or how does this work? I don't play this. I somehow snuck my way into the B finals, which I heard is not that hard to get into, by the way. But I'm just like... I somehow snuck my way in here, so now I'm going to play it. So I might as well, right? So, how does this work? Does it start in 7 minutes? Or do I have to wait till 6? Like, I've heard 6. I'm looking at the in-game timer, so I'm assuming it's 3. And I'm on PST, so I don't know. Let me finish my let me finish getting my money. Give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my money. There are singers in a few good cases, to be honest. Just depends on the song. I definitely have you know what? I'm not gonna say I haven't heard like a happy hardcore song. I probably have. I just associated it with the bigger genre, you know, which is EDM. I probably just called it EDM when it has a subgenre name that I don't know. And I will be honest with you that I don't care for, but, you know. I digress. But see, that's the other issue, is like, even if I have heard a quote-unquote happy hardcore song, I would just call it an EDM song, and I would just, like, not be able to, like, tell you, like... That's my issue, is, like, if somebody comes in here and they're like, bro, you got any of that happy hardcore? Not that they would, but, you know, just amuse my hypothetical here, you know? Just amuse it real quick, like... I would just... not be able to I would just not be able to like drop anything, you know? I could drop some rap, I could drop some rock, but like could drop some punk, which honestly I even think punk is like kind of teetering on that line where it's like punk is honestly still kind of like rock, but it is what it is. I'm not trying to make a big deal out of this. I'm just like, it's just something that is interesting, and I don't really understand why it exists, but it exists, so it is. It is what it is. Unless you're talking to some elitist schizophrenic freak. Oh, I talk to them at all. You use the subgenre because you copy and paste it from recents. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not like trying to I'm not trying to beat on you or jab at you for using the subgenre. It's just something that's been... It's like, I guess it's a pet peeve of mine. That's all. So. And I turned it into a whole discussion, as any good streamer would. I made something out of nothing. +1 for me. Hello, how's it going? What's going on, Brigitte? How is it hanging? Hello, hello. All right, real quick, guys, since we're waiting for this thing to get started in 4 minutes, T-minus 4 minutes. In fact, let me look at the live clock right here. T-minus literally 4 minutes. I was a few seconds off. Hashtag ad for myself. You guys know the business if you've been around. This is the stream schedule for the week. I'm peeking over from the mountain. I'm sometimes that gigantic. Other times, I could be that big. But I could also be this small. I'm like Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't shrink. I don't know. That was the first guy that came to my mind. We're here on Tuesday for Uma Tuesday. Tomorrow there is typical no stream on Wednesday. Thursday is going to be Mario Sunshine. It's Classic Thursday. That's kind of the new thing that's happening around here. Thursday is kind of, for now, going to be reserved for old school banger games. You know, pretty much the hood classics. If you owned a GameCube, there's no way you didn't play Sunshine. And I'm assuming at least 70% of the people in here have at least owned a GameCube. I might be dead wrong, but I'm assuming. So we're jumping into Sunshine on Thursday, and then Friday is the last Fire Emblem Friday. For the Fire Emblem people, you gotta be there or you gotta be square. Or you be a VOD enjoyer, because being a VOD enjoyer is way better than being a square. Anyways, be there or be square. The last time the drama ends, the shipping ends, it all ends. If you want to be there for Fire Emblem. Obviously, if you don't want to be there for Fire Emblem, you know, just don't. That's why the schedule exists. You guys can tune in for whatever games you're interested in. Or if you would like to make my heartstrings twang a little, you could just tune in and say hello. Even if you don't like the game. I would actually really like that. But that is why the schedule exists. Tune in for the games you want to see, and don't tune in for the games you don't want to. It would twang my heartstrings though, like a nice country twang, a nice acoustic guitar twang. Give me a little bit of heartburn too. I have been suffering from heartburn lately. I think I've been eating too fast. I'm eating like I used to, like young Senjo, and it's just not working out. I used to eat so fast because I was like, eating is a waste of my time. I want to play more games. That's how I used to eat. And now I'm realizing I can't do that anymore. Now I'm realizing I can't do that anymore. I gotta actually slow down and chew my food. You're friends with a couple of local metal bands and they always hit you with the subgenre BS? Oh, wow. If you actively insist on using a subgenre, you really need to shut up. Ooh, Alpaca feels some type of way about that. It feels some type of way about that. What was that? That was Alpaca throwing some jabs. Throwing, maybe a little 1-2 there way, bro. A little 1-punch, 2-punch. Watch out for out, dude. Don't get in his way right now. Don't get in his way right now. They're passionate about this music stuff. Oh, are we leaning into some K-pop? Luna? I don't know how far my K-pop extent goes. Oh, wait, are we live? Is this it? We are live. All right, folks. This is the last thing we're doing for Uma Tuesday. We didn't get any A-rank Umas today, but I would like to maybe get paid. All right? I would like to maybe get a little bit of shmoola in the pocket. So I'm in basically the G League. And if you don't know basketball, that essentially means I'm in the league that's I'm in the graded league, but I'm not. The graded league is like the freaking, this is where all the whales live. But I'm in the lower echelon. I'm in the losers bracket. And apparently it's not hard to get here. So I was like, you know how I feel about PvP in this game. I didn't sweat it. I put my best Umas that I had that I thought would be good, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. My true carry has been this King Halo. I got this King Halo on stream. And she's been she's been doing some work for me on the frickin' thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I think that's pretty good. 55 races? What do you mean 55 races? Did I really click it that many times? 55 races. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a Nix. What do you mean? What do you mean these guys only raced 20? Oh, that's 25. Okay. This might be in the bag, folks. This might be in the bag. Put the money in the bag. All right. Let's see what we can do. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow right here. But anyways, like I mentioned, I did not build these Umas specifically for PvP. I built them just to get an A rank. And I was really sad that this bourbon's not an A. I was really sad this bourbon wasn't an A. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see what happens. Am I about to get a huge check? Or am I about to get the consolation prize? I think you... Yeah, this is only a one race, right? You only get one shot. Oh boy. It's the CM. Wow. Dude, I love this. You know what? As much as I hate the PvP, I love that they do this. They're like, team huddle, bro. Team huddle. What's the strategy? What's the strategy? That's so sick. Why they put all the effort into the freaking PvP, bro? I hate this. You know, all right, hold on. All right, to be fair. They do drop banger songs later. They do drop really banger songs. I've seen one that they recently released for the Thank you for subbing on YouTube. For the recent 4-year anniversary of Uma. That song is a heater. Added it to my playlist immediately. But you know, they don't have the cool stuff on global yet. I'm just saying. They could add a little bit more for the casual audience. That's not the point. Let's do this. Get him, King. Oh, wait. All three of us are in a line. Oh, that's sick. 3, 4, 5. Oh, this music might be a heater. Wait, come on, man. Really? Another thing. The music is a banger too? Why is the music so good? Why is the music so good? Oh my god. Everything's reserved for the PvP players, man. I'm pissed. Why is the music so fire? How do you... Like this? No? Okay. Alright, Bourbon maintains the front-running pace at the moment. But the sleeping lion activates. Honestly, I'm really upset seeing a Taishin in my video game right now. I'm just a wee bit angry. We're not even halfway through the race yet. I will continue music talk in a short second. These guys are chilling back here. When do those debuffs pop? Is that a debuffer? I know these guys built debuffers. I don't like that. I think that's lame. I'd rather have just like 3 Umas that could win. Although, I mean, I'm not going to deny it's a good strategy. Swinging Maestro. Okay, I think Bourbon is gassed. I think she's stupid gassed. Let's see how this goes, though. See how this goes. It could still go pretty well. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Alright, we hit a little gourmand. Gourmand. Oh. Final spurts, final spurts, final spurts. Final spurts. That Teo's out of there. Is that Teo out of there or are we catching up? I can't tell. Oh my god. Oh, that Taishin is killing him. Wait. Oh. Do we have anything left in the tank? Oh no, we're out. We get second. We get third. Or is that technically second? 3-4-5? We started in 3-4-5. I like that. That's symbolic. We technically get second. Okay. Nice. Because that was Teo and... okay, nice. So we technically get... that's cool. These courses feel super long. Yeah, the PvP course was a long this time. It's different every month. So... alright. That's, what is that? 700? 750. I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice. And now the PvP event's over. Hell yeah. Okay. 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 You know that would have been cool. You know that would have been cool. All right, but that unfortunately wraps up Uma for today. And unfortunately, I did not get an A rank because the first hour and a half was a classic Senjo rant. But yeah, I don't know if Brigitte's still here, but I think the only thing I don't like groups. Well, not that I don't like groups. I don't only listen. I said this earlier when we were talking about like rock for music, but I like grabbing like a few songs from different artists, like just whatever sounds like a banger to me. So it's hard for me to like specific artists, or in this case, if we're talking a little K-pop, it's hard for me to like just one group. I can genuinely say I like one song from like every major group, and if I don't have a song yet, then I just haven't listened. Really, I don't know. Said that, yeah, I said that earlier, but I've heard of Luna. I probably do have a Luna song. I just can't remember if I do or not. I have only one playlist in the world. I have one singular playlist in the world, and it has 5,000 songs, and I that's all that I just shuffle the entire thing every day. Whatever I get is what I get, because those are all bangers to me. It's no genre. It is all genres. So it's hard. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I am ending the stream today. This is the end of Umamusume Tuesday. If you had a good time, I hope you did. Whether you're watching for a short time, a long time, lurking, or chatting, I do appreciate it. This is the stream schedule. Obviously, if it's a little small, blurry text, you can't see the time I start. You can check this out in more detail on the YouTube community posts section, or they just call it posts now, but you can check it on that section of my YouTube channel in higher resolution, more detail. I won't be streaming tomorrow. As usual, I do kind of skip the Umamusume. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. You know, I kind of like Uma Tuesday. You know, it's a little basic, but it kind of just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Umamusume is funny though. Don't get me wrong, I like that. I do like that, but it's missing. Maybe if the mu wasn't there. Umaz. We'll go back to the drawing board. We'll go back to the drawing board. But yeah, that wraps up today's stream, guys. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed, whether you're watching for a short time, long time, lurking, chatting. We did Senjo rant kind of heavy, and it's kind of annoying because I ranted about something that I'm turning into a YouTube video that should come out today, or at the worst case, it comes out tomorrow. So it was a little annoying because I literally wasted an hour and a half talking about something that I already am going to talk about. So, but I guess that's just the Senjo experience, isn't it? I guess that's just the Senjo experience around here. If you plan on sticking around, get used to it. And if you don't, well, I mean, I guess I'll see you never, but, you know, it'd be nice if you did, but, you know, it's all subjective. Entertainment's all subjective. Can't force you to stay, so. But guys, all that joshing and jovial silliness and whimsy nonsense aside, I'm done for today. I will catch you guys on Thursday if you guys are interested in some Mario Sunshine, and if you're not, then I'll see you when I see you, which will probably be next Tuesday, because then I'll play more Umamusume on Uma Tuesday, and all the Umamusume heads will come out of the woodwork. But yeah, thanks guys. I'm out. Have a good rest of your guys' morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye. GG's later. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for watching.